You should have an income account. You should have an expense account. You should have a payroll account. And you should also have, let's say, a savings and or tax account, maybe shared. 4 different accounts I just mentioned right there. That's not even enough. Why you need an income account? Because that's where you're making your money from, right? But you need a payroll account because it makes it easier for your CPA. You should have an income account for the people that, of course, an expense account. Cut checks. You should have a payroll account, and you should also need an expense account. Let's say to handle that which you need to facilitate and or sustain your business. You want to compartmentalize these things, and then you also want to have what? You want to have the tax and the savings account, so then you don't have to have a large sum of money to pay the tax, man, after you've accumulated so much money over time. Because that's what they look to do, stick you up. So you always take a little percentage, or you always keep a percentage in mind. That's what you do, okay? So these are things you never get taught, because these are things people want a lot of money, but they don't behave like they do, have intentions of going that direction. So you're not supposed to be a championship fighter before you become a championship fighter. You're supposed to train to become a championship fighter. So you have to your behavior has to be reminiscent to that of a millionaire before you become a millionaire. I hope that makes sense. So you should also be reading publications such as Barron's newspaper. Make sure you subscribe to it. I don't write it. I'm not selling it to you. Barron's newspaper. You should always have a Forbes magazine, Barron's newspaper, and Kiplinger's magazine. Make sure you go online and purchase those. Kiplinger's magazine, Barron's newspaper, and Forbes. Subscribe. That's your reading material to build up the muscle memory, to see the opportunities that exist, to keep yourself in the know about hyperinflation and food inflation. Okay? Keep yourself in the know. Then in terms of retirement plans, you shouldn't allow these people to set up retirement plans for you. You should already have your own retirement business model at your disposal. So not those traditional retirement accounts and 401ks that they attempt to sell you on. You should have something that's called a QRP, or Qualified Retirement Plan, which is a cash and tax deferrable compensation arrangement plan. It's a pension plan that allows you to behave as a trustee of your own savings, so when you want to access it, you don't get penalized. A lot of times when people want to access their pension monies that's theirs for their retirement, they have to be subject to penalties because they don't want you to take those monies out, because they're investing your money the whole time. That's supposed to be for your retirement. 2, if you wait until the time you retire to walk into the hundreds of thousands of dollars that you should have in retirement, because of hyperinflation, the money won't have the same impact in real time. That's why you should invest intravenously throughout the course of your pension planning. Furthermore, if you wanted to invest some of those monies, let's say you wanted to do a distribution, they will still give you fees and penalties. Distribution meaning you want to take some of your pension out and buy a house or something. They still going to give you they're going to tax you sizably just to take your own money out to purchase a home. But when you got a QRP, or Qualified Retirement Plan, a cash and tax deferrable compensation arrangement plan, what's going to happen is you could roll over your contributions, meaning you can transfer monies from your pension into your investment, or for investment purposes, without the penalties. That's called rolling over your contributions. If you get a life insurance, right, which is most of you got death insurance, you should be able to invest in things using your life insurance, using the equity thereof. Okay? Most of you do not get the type of insurance where you could borrow against the plan or borrow against the policy. What borrow against the policy means that you invested in an insurance policy that, yes, in your absence, other people will benefit, but you don't have to be dead for people to benefit. When you get a policy that you can borrow against, right, like a whole life insurance policy, then you can make money off of your insurance policy while also securitizing the future of your family. In fact, I always say this, I've been saying this for years, if more brothers and sisters particularly black men, got insurance, they would stop before the police brutality, because your families would be getting paid out millions of dollars because you're paying a few hundred every month. Imagine if every time a Sean Bell happened, or a Mike Brown happened, or Sandra Bland happened. Imagine if every time police violently kill us, they had to pay us out $2-3 million. They would be making the black community rich beyond imagination because they would have to cut those $1 million checks for killing us every time. So we just got insurance policies in itself. They would have to perpetuate and facilitate their racism differently because murdering us senselessly would be us getting the bag. And they do not want us to have generational wealth. But we don't have these kind of ideas and because we're not trained to have or employ wealth stewardship, which is generational wealth. Hope you guys share the video. Another thing is to make sure that you guys are bankable. By being bankable means to have 3 revolving accounts and at least 1 installment account. So 3 revolving accounts are what? Let's say credit cards, okay, where the interest rates can fluctuate. 3 different credit cards. And then let's look at 1 installment. An installment can be a bike, a boat, or a house. The criteria for the financial system stipulates that you are bankable if you have 3 installments and 3 revolving accounts and 1 installment. That's the criteria for being considered as a bankable person. These are the things that you learn from me as your mentor as well when we do the credit restoration program, and I get you access to anywhere between 50 grand and 300 grand, plus that you do not have to pay back. But the biggest part of the program is not just getting the monies that you don't have to pay back. The biggest part of the program is the fact that I'm coaching you and preparing you for the money coming in so you can amass wealth and employ wealth stewardship, meaning generational wealth over time. And you also get a caseworker that'll be assigned to you to cater to your specific needs and interests. Then you have that site where we give you a site where you could track your results, see the deleted items as they're removed and the positive items as they're added. Okay? The most important thing that I offer is the coaching. Because this is the type of information that makes sure you never get put in a precarious situation again when it comes to the world of finance. Because it's stressful when you can't use your name for anything. And then those of you that start being able to use your name, you're going about it the wrong way. Because I can tell you on paper, I'm completely broke. So when people say, no, he's not really rich, he's broke, I absolutely agree. And what does that mean? Control everything, own nothing. When you're poor, you want your house in your name, you want your car in your name, you want everything in your name. When you start amassing wealth, you realize you was doing it the wrong way. You should be protecting your personal interests, protecting your personality, protecting your person, protecting your identity, protecting who and what you are. So your name speaks volumes wherever you go. If anytime you actually use your personal name for a credit endeavor, it's because you're using your name or your entity, who you are, as a manager and agent to your company. So in other words, you're leveraging opportunity for your company. So if I want to get a vending machine as a primary trade line, I'm going to get it for my business to build equity into the business by being able to be approved for a loan by way of my business because they see that I've been able to manage my payments for my arcade machine or for my vending machine. And in doing so, I may have used my name as the manager and agent to cover for the company, but when it comes to the Bradley, it's not going to be a matter of TransUnion Equifax looking in there and seeing how it's going to impact me immediately. It's going to be a matter of the DNB number for your business. And then when I get the LLC, which I don't like those too much, but when you get the LLC, right, then you can make your LLC a trustee to your trust. And more you keep disappearing or fade into black, and now the operating or the manager and agents would be one business for the other. And then that's when you start learning about UCC 1 financing statements to make maybe your debtor, your LLC, and your creditor your trust, meaning that your LLC works for your trust and you just work for them all. So that's how you control everything, own nothing. And in doing so, you mitigate the risk of being overtaxed or taxed completely. Or you're able to defer taxes through insurance and through real estate. Because for every $100,000 that you make, they're going to want $35,000 off the rip in the tax world. So you make $200,000, they're going to want at least $70,000 out of the $200,000, leave you with $130,000. So what do? You might set up a custodial account because up to $250 grand can be held in a custodial account and it doesn't have to be taxed. Okay, a 529 account, you can set that up, a college fund account for your child, have access to it. Anything inside of $250,000, they won't tax that either. You can set up an insurance policy that you can borrow against, and then those monies don't get taxed. So there's several ways you can go around deferring taxes or mitigating the risk that I call taxes legally and responsibly. But who cares about these things if you're of the mindset that you're never going to have that type of money? So we can't behave like we never have a certain amount of money and then still require the universe to give it to us. We have to be practitioners of the same. Hope people are walking with me, man. I know I'm talking some, I know this is just different conversation for most people. Okay? Are y'all walking with me? Just want to make sure you guys are walking with me. Make sure you guys are walking with me. Yeah, okay, just making sure. Because, you know, people are into gossip and into all that. Yeah, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to spend your $2,000 to get access to the 6 figures, the mentorship, the caseworker. Yes, $2,000, and we'll have that. That not only is the money is important, the money is good because you want to be able to invest, but it's the credit card equity that we're going to help you get, where you have credit card monies available and at your disposal to do what you have to do. It's the monies you don't have to pay back, which is amazing. But oftentimes what happens with people, they have money coming in, but then I have to help them with their business infrastructure. So most of their monies doesn't get taken out because they're not used to accumulating that amount of revenue. So therefore they don't have the right financial structure or the business chassis to assume the role of a wealthy person in real time. And in fact, they'll wind up owing $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000, maybe even up to $100,000 just in taxes alone because they don't have the right tax shelters. So we have to prepare like this in real time. Yeah, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and phone number. You're ready to spend your $2,000 to make that money and acquire generational wealth. But it's the knowledge that's the most important. Because all you're going to do is fuck up the money, part of my language. You're just going to mess up the money when you get it. My number one thing I always tell people, don't take the mentorship for granted. Don't just focus on getting the money and doing nothing with it. You're going to bring all the clothes and stuff in? Yeah, I'm going to be there in like, give me like 10 minutes. Then I'm going to dip right back up. Yeah, I got to do that too. Yeah, I'm here, people. Can I DM you the email in the middle of this? It's brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Brother Polite. I'm gonna pin it. Hold on real quick. Maybe you can screenshot it.
I'm just buying time to make my spaghetti, and we'll get started. Give me about 5 minutes of.
I'm gonna stay in the car, man.
Hey, bar, local advertising. Brother Polite.
Good. How you doing? I remain blessed.
Brother Polite45@gmail.com.
I remain blessed. So
I gotta show you.
Brother Polite45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready.
You said it.
To pay the $2,000 access to at least 6 figures that you don't have to pay back. And then another 6 figures worth of monies from credit cards without the implications of the other ones. Like the implications I mean is late fees. I'm gonna help you get credit cards that don't have late fees and credit cards that you can turn the credit reporting off. Think about that. You'll be able to turn the credit reporting off on those credit cards. See if you could just park over here, pull over here, because I'll be done soon. And then, okay, yeah, leave your full name and phone number. You'll get access to those monies. You'll get a caseworker that's going to deal with your credit exclusively and immediately. And you're also going to have me at your disposal as your mentor. Can I save the video, please? I'll definitely upload the video for you. Okay, but leave your full name and phone number when you are ready. Your full name and phone number when you are ready to purchase the $2,000 service. That's correct.
Yeah, I just don't know how this guy is able
correct.
to still stand. So many people reported this guy.
It's my man Jay right here.
All the type of government
He
officials.
always got me.
Even Attorney Aikishi was on
I'm
the
gonna do
case.
this for like another
And this guy just
5-7
on here.
minutes, and then
I mean, well,
Get
damn.
dressed and then head back so we can make the moves.
Is this the new legal gray area hustle? Let me start getting on her line. Hey, man, I got a package for you.
Make that money, you automatically a member, man. Because I make sure everybody is making money that's around me.
And you'll pay me on the back end. Let me start lying. Yeah, the Bulls.
I'm here, man. So I give a lot of free information. People don't realize it.
The Bulls.
People get so spooked and overwhelmed that I charge for the service.
Don't suck.
Because when you get the service, what I'm making available to you are the loan officers that push things through for you if you're having a problem getting the loans yourself. People that help you fill out the applications on your behalf. Because application fees, other people will charge you $500 or more just for the opportunities that exist for you to get money. Now you may say, man, why am I going to charge $500 to get access to money that I don't have to pay back if it's government funded?
No. I'm gonna say IRS I'm gonna say tax credit, if it's funded because they got the head start from Kyrie and KD.
If it's a
I'm now looking at it. I would say.
How come people are selling the application process for $350 and $500? Because they purposely make the application process difficult for you to get your money.
There's no way she's fighting for a playoff spot. And some imaginary.
Mace out, I got you, Mace out. So they make it difficult on purpose. They make the verbiage. They saturate it in so much legalese. It's intimidating, and you're more likely making an error.
They suck because
people who need that money normally don't have the money to be paying $500 for that application. So they say, or to pay somebody the money.
And the Nets,
that's more fluent in the jargon, so that they can
my sleeper team.
achieve the results they're looking for by applying.
I don't know if Minnesota made it in.
Once you fill out the applications wrong, then you got to go through the process again.
I think Minnesota's my sleeper team in the West.
It's done like this on purpose.
Not to upset people. And
it's done like this on purpose. I swear to you.
In the East to knock off people. The Warriors make it in. They made it. Oh, Sacramento going.
I swear to you, it was done like this on purpose.
Sacramento going to beat them in 5 games, man. They got nobody who can match up with them. Player for player.
Okay.
Yeah, Fox going to average like 40 points in the round.
You go to brotherpolite45@gmail.com.
That's just showing how great
full
they
name
are as a team. That just shows you chemistry beats.
When you're ready to purchase.
What LeBron will be trying to do. KD.
The $2,000
join teams or people join them to like buy a championship.
Wealth to get access to anywhere between $50,000 to $300,000.
They already
proved
that.
Back. Over $100,000 worth
look at the Memphis
credit cards without the implications of late fees, and you can also turn off the credit reporting. And if you're able to have credit cards that don't have late fees and also turn off the credit reporting, then that means that your credit card becomes a financial tool, a device that you can use to also invest in. Because once you get those 2 things out of your way, the credit reporting and the late fees and penalties, once you remove that from that paradigm of the credit card world, then when you have a $50,000, $100,000 credit limit on your credit card, now you could go in and you can invest in the opportunity and amass wealth as well. So between the monies we help get you that you don't have to pay back, and then also the credit cards that we get you with less implications and higher amounts of monies allotted to you, as well as your caseworker for educational purpose and catering to your specific interests and needs to remove negative items off your report and add positive items to your report.
Of course, I got to show some videos.
Credit scores, and then also having managed mentor to prepare you for the monies coming in, and for your credit card equity, and devising plans, working business models, so you will never have to look back again. And then you also have the website where you can remove negative items from your report, add positive items to your report, and boost your credit scores. The combination of all these things provides for a very powerful, lucrative future. Cannot lose. $2,000. Oh, and I know you guys love that testimony from the brother who did 25 years in prison, who got a new house and a new car thanks to Brother Polite.
Yeah, he's going to be back in prison thanks to Brother Polite.
Over $200,000 thanks to Brother Polite. But guess what? I got some more powerful testimonials. Not of another brother. I got another brother who was incarcerated for 8 years. 100,000. You guys love that testimony. 2,000. You have to look back again. And then you also have the website where you can remove negative items from your report, add positive items to your report, and boost your credit scores. The combination of all these things provides for a very powerful, lucrative future. Cannot lose. $2,000. Oh, and I know you guys love that testimony from the brother who did 25 years in prison, who got a new house and a new car thanks to Brother Polite. Did 25 years in prison, who got a new house and a new car thanks to Brother Polite.
And sadly, he's going back to prison thanks to Brother Polite. That's sad, man. It did. That's sad, yo. One more time. Run that back, Turbo.
Oh, and I know you guys love that testimony from the brother who did 25 years in prison, who got a new house and a new car thanks to Brother Polite.
Brother, he's going back to he's going back to prison thanks to you, brother. Hey, yo, listen, man. Like, we got to stop championing like the criminals that solicit our services and products and acting like that's a win. Nah, they in prison for making bad decisions. That's why they in prison. Like, go get some people who are successful or on the way to success. Get those guys to join your stuff and champion them. But to champion a criminal, ex-criminal, that's not too much to champion stuff over. He's known to make bad decisions.
Over $200,000 thanks to Brother Polite. But guess what? I got some more powerful testimonials. Not of another brother, or I got another brother who was incarcerated for 8 years. And he just got his monies. He got a little under 300 grand. And yeah, what people want to do is say, these can't be for real. But I always say, yo, leave your tags, leave your Instagram name. Make sure they know you've been in existence for a while now. But at the end of the day, the knowledge is the proof in the pudding. Because how many of you knew about QRPs or qualified retirement plans until I spoke about it? How many of you knew what was a cash and tax deferrable compensation arrangement plan before I talked about it? How many of you knew what mortgage hypothecation is before I talked about it? How many of you ever had sat down and been taught how to use a mortgage calculator?
Don't that sound like IBM?
Before I did it for free for you guys. How many of you knew about credit card redlining and balance transfer options? And that there's more than TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, and FICO when it comes to credit bureaus and financial institutions that impact your ability to be given credit in larger amounts.
You're trying to toot his own horn, bro. If your audience don't know about that, you're dealing with a stupid audience, man. That obviously don't own houses and haven't accomplished a lot in life. That's embarrassing.
How many of you can honestly say that you knew about LexisNexis? Spelled with I's. LexisNexis.
Knowing about LexisNexis are for scammers.
Okay, LEXISNEXIS. Or ChexSystems. Chex, CHEX systems. How many of you can honestly say you learned and you knew about ChexSystems and LexisNexis before I taught about it? You see? How many of you can say you knew about smart credit cards before I talked about it? So I'm just saying a combination of these things. Maybe you knew about one or two of those things, but let's be for real. I'm really be out here sharing a plethora of information to empower you. How many of you knew that you could boost your credit score just by changing your mailing address using a FedEx UPS address? Yeah, we don't stop working for you at the 90-day mark. We keep working, but the goal is to just keep building and building and building. But what I got not only the loan officers available to you when you need it, so you don't have to pay them. So if you're having problems getting loans by your immediate or your local banks, which most of you do, I got loan officers as part of a network of loan officers that help push your stuff through legitimately. I also have CPAs that's on deck for some of you that have tax issues and afraid of the monies that you're about to get. How could you get your monies if you're already implicated in tax scenarios? Okay. We also have scenarios of people with divorce and child support going through all sorts of stuff. So what happens is when I ask for 10% on the back end, so if I help you get 300 grand, I say pay me 30 grand. If I help you get 20 grand, I mean, well, that's $2,000. I help you get 200 grand, that's 20 grand. I help you get 100 grand, that's 10,000. That money that I get on the back end is for all the people that's working on your behalf for free initially. So yeah, you're paying me the 2,000, but you couldn't seriously think the 2,000 is all that we need to facilitate service. Your mailing procedure costs anywhere between $640 to $680 by itself. The mail costs that much because we're sending out the
Yeah, that's called a scam, right? You're not the only person. Many stores can sell you something and then tie up all these charges to it and say, okay, I know we told you the price was $5 for this phone, but you see this when you're buying a car, you see all these unnecessary expenses they tag to it, and before you know it, the phone was 500. Now you're paying 1,025 and 25, and then 1,025, right? Because you got to say, oh, I don't need that. Wait, I don't need that. Wait, that too? No, I don't need that. And then you'll see that maybe you got the phone and you got the case. You maybe got insurance, and but everything else you feel like you ain't need, and you're like, "No, I'm good." So yeah, if you leave it to the seller, he's gonna give you the whole shebang. You dig?
Mail, register mail via signature confirmation, green card receipt. And that means when you send it out through register mail goes through a chain of custody, thereby confirming that at least 3 people witnessed the fact that this mail was being sent to the recipient. And in doing so, that's a play that we make so that we can hold the bureaus accountable if they act like they never received the mail, because then that's a $20,000 to $30,000 fine for every letter that they disregard. Things just have to be done the right way, so we can send the mail out with a return address from an attorney's letterhead, and we send out compendiums, memorandums, and affidavits. Okay? Compendiums, memorandums, and affidavits with an official attorney's letterhead, return address, register mail, signature confirmation, green card receipt.
All of that.
We're ensuring that they don't want to cough up by default 20, 30 G's on every letter, and we're sending about 30 plus letters out on your behalf for 30 different significant reasons to remove those negative items off your report. And again, there's for those of you who say, oh, I got good credit, so I ain't got to worry about it. Many of you don't know what good credit is because you only think about change. I'm checking out my this site that I have monitor my credit, and I'm like, bro, this.
We had a conversation yesterday, a little bit briefly on the license thing, right? So I got to go back and share some of those videos on the sovereignty fail videos, okay? Because I had like 20 more I never showed because I felt like I was exhausting them. But then I debated one topic for like 90 different people, so I really exhausted that. So I can go back to the more fail videos just to show y'all, for the new people, that stuff doesn't work. Matter of fact, I gotta show you the core. Oh no, I got one for you. Hold on. I got one for you, real quick.
30 different institutions. You're only looking at TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, and FICO. Let us do our work. Nothing's going on so far. Nothing. I'm like, over 30 barrels, nothing's been going on. It's the same shit every time with people. Relax. I want to get that money like the other brother did. Then relax. Chapter 1 is light work, so don't worry about those forms of bankruptcies. Okay?
I'm going to start making examples out of people because I can. See, I have the financial. See, he says I'm not a good financial person. I'm not a financial this and that. But guess what? I have the financial means. I have unlimited resources at my fingertips, and I will use them. And we are going to take care of business. We are going to square up. My attorneys will square up. Lawsuits will be filed. Let's see how many more videos he's going to make.
Let's see how many more videos he's going to make.
Hey, Pocket Watchers. It looks like Billy cried to YouTube to get my videos removed. Let's go.
This is Pocket Watching with JT.
Let's do a quick recap for all of you new Pocket Watchers out there. A few weeks ago, I made a video about the expert in space aliens, Mr. Billy Carson, because I believed a client of mine was scammed. Because they were influenced to buy an $8,000 cryptocurrency online course, and it made absolute.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was, man. Fucking Mac shit, man.
I'm going to start making examples out of people because I can. See, I have the financial. See, he says I'm not a good financial person. I'm not a financial this and that. But guess what?
Let's go to YouTube to get my videos removed. Let's go.
This is
Expert in space aliens, Mr. Billy Carson, because I believed a client of mine was scammed. Because they were influenced to buy an $8,000 cryptocurrency online course.
All right, so that's been going around lately. You got a lot of guys. Okay, so that's been going on lately. People been trying to come to you, saying, "Hey, you got to invest in gold. The dollar's gonna drop." Da da da. Then some will say, "Hey, man, also invest in Bitcoin because the dollar's gonna drop, and you're gonna need some currency outside the digital coin that the government's gonna give you, but they got control of. But crypto, they ain't got control of that. This is unregulated, and they can never track it. So this is your money." All right. So this is how Billy Carson, these guys pushing these scams. And of course, they push it to like poor Black inner city people.
And it made absolutely no sense to me. When I asked them, why would you buy an $8,000 online crypto course? Basically, they said, because it was endorsed by Mr. Billy Carson. And I was like, who is Billy?
I project myself outside of myself and I talk to myself when I'm speaking. That's what I do.
So I decided to look up Mr. Billy Carson. And surprise, surprise, I found a man who had several interactions with the Broward County, Florida's court system, both in businesses and personally. So I made a video. And eventually, after my video got a bunch of views, my client got a refund. But Billy is still a little tight. Billy is upset and he wants my videos gone. I just got an official notice from YouTube that Billy Carson wants my videos removed, and he made an official request to take them down. As you can see, YouTube, copyright infringement notification confirmation. Thank you for submitting a copyright takedown request. Your request will be reviewed to make sure it's valid and includes all required elements. In your request, you have asked that we remove the videos and prevent any copies from being uploaded in the future. When I first saw this, I was confused. I thought Billy said he was going to sue me for defamation. But what probably happened was his attorneys explained to him that truth is a defense to defamation. See, if someone says something about you that hurts you financially, you can't sue them for defamation if it's true. So this has to be plan B. Plan B, get JT's videos removed for copyright infringement. Billy, what did I take that was copyrighted? So here you can see what Billy says I stole from him. Dear YouTube, thank you for your email seeking further clarification on removal of content in question, as requested, and to reinforce the grounds on which takedown notice was issued in the first place. We confirm that the uploader, Pocket Watching with JT, of the following 3 videos use copyrighted press photo of our client, Mr. Billy Carson, without seeking prior permission, and thus we insist on removing those thumbnails. Really, Billy? your picture. That's why you're trying to get my videos removed. You can't get the video removed by claiming that I lied, because all of my information was based on Broward County records. So you're trying to get the videos removed because I used your photo in the thumbnail. Here is YouTube's response. Hello, thank you for your message. However, we remain concerned that your copyright notification is not valid for some or all of the videos identified in your notification. As a result, the content will remain live on YouTube. Sincerely, the YouTube team. Sorry, Billy. Looks like the YouTube Copyright Court denied your claim.
Bullshit, man. Get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah, that guy was sentenced like 60 years for murder. 60, 40, 60. And he was mad.
Fucked up, man. Bullshit, man.
All right, Billy. Even though you lost your copyright case, I'm a stand-up guy. I'll make you an offer. If you want me to remove your official press photo from the thumbnails in my videos.
This is a great banger he about to hit him with. I was like, damn.
All right. Just tell me which one of these three pictures I can replace it with. Mugshot number 1, mugshot number 2, or mugshot number 3. All right, guys, if you want more financial tips from a certified financial planner,
And we keep giving our money to these people, and we be shocked when they scam us.
Go to brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to purchase. Never contact us if you're not ready to purchase. It's okay. There's no shame and no harm in it. Don't have us call you and think you're tricking us into teaching you how to do all the steps by yourself, like we don't realize we're on the phone that long with you. You want some type of reassurance that you ain't getting got, then research everything that I'm talking about, and then come to terms with the fact, if everything I'm saying is absolutely true when you look it up, if the advice I'm giving you is absolutely accurate, then use your sense of mind. But it's the same people who say these things that when I look in a credit report, I'm like, how come you didn't have this level of skepticism for all these different people that you owe thousands of dollars to? You didn't have that skepticism for the student loan that got you in debt $80,000, or the medical bills. You thought you was just going to the hospital, get checked out, and they was going to show you a little love, and they charge you for the ambulance, and they charge you for the bed, and they charge you for the food, and it's a buku dumb amount of money. You believed in them. Or for the car note, or for the predatory loans of your bank, telling you, oh yeah, we're going to now give you the opportunity where you can have overdrafts, but they're not telling you that the overdrafts are about $35 every time you have an overdraft. Each day that is still in overdraft. So you only needed $200 that you didn't have. So you allow your bank account to go negative 200. Thank goodness they let me spend that $200 I didn't have. So now it takes you 10 days to save up $200, but unbeknown to you, the overdraft fee is $35 every day. So if it took you 10 days to come up with the $200 that you owe them, now you've accumulated $350 more in debt that you have to pay back to get your account into the positive. So that means you finally saved up to $200 and you still owe $350 more. You owe more than you owe when all you needed was $200. Predatory lending. And that's not the only form of predatory lending that these banks do. Thank you, MPO Creations. We on point with you. Mad these banks do this. Some of these banks ain't even banks in particular, like PNC Bank. A lot of you got that PNC Bank. It's on the East Coast. That shit's a storefront when you do the paperwork. You heard what I said. I said what I said. That shit's a storefront. Operating as a bank. Santander. And you guys with the HSBCs over there, Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok. This shit crazy. That's you. Negroes is going to Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok, HSBC, China. Them niggas all united and got their own bank. And the Negro ain't involved in it. Y'all over there putting your money in that bank. Wells be getting people too. Every time I look on people's credit reports, it's the same banking institutions compromising them from bull crap that they sold them to. Yeah, so it's greasy out here, man. It's predatory lending everywhere. Oh yeah, you want a car? Let's see if there's any lenders available for you. But they're not telling you that they're getting $15, $20 for every inquiry. So since they're getting paid for every inquiry, they don't have to sell a car. All they have to do is make sure they run you up 20, 30, 40, 50 people. Oh, we look to see if some lenders are interested in you. Bitch, if 3, 4 people say no, probably 10 people gonna say no. And if 10 people say no, why you tried another 20? So now you got 30 different inquiries and they done made probably $600 or in or around off of you.
All right. I ate. I'm ready.
I'm blocking you bitch ass nigga. That's what I'm blocking. I ain't blocked one person. You getting blocked.
Why?
Goofy ass. People are so disrespectful, man. But again, you go to these people pages, you see them teaching nothing. They have nothing to offer. I always say,
what Roger Shade?
Do your due diligence. Look up what I'm saying and see if I'm
Okay,
saying
so that
anything
is
that's
the link.
inaccurate. So what I need to lie for if I'm teaching nothing but
Provide
truth for
the
hours.
phone
And
number.
again, I always ask, who's teaching you these things? At this rate. I know, man. Who's teaching at this rate? Yeah, you always got to keep up with your credit
God
monitoring
damn,
systems.
man.
If you turn it off, you compromise the integrity of our system. Because then you lock out our system. You got to keep the monitoring. That's another part of practicing the right behavior. You should always have monitoring services on your identity. We don't want to have to double back because somebody compromised your identity. The second you work with us, we show you, look, it ain't our company. We just suggest, hey, get a monitoring plan for your whole
Yeah, I
identity.
bet you would
so
suggest
you
that.
can get
You
a
sound like those
red alert, a flag,
lenders, those
some kind of notion, a
you said
beep
you're talking
to
about.
let you know something doesn't look right. Because what we don't want while we're working for you is something to go wrong
Yeah,
somewhere.
something go wrong. Yeah,
And then
sure.
we got to wait for that to clean up to continue or proceed working on your credit.
All right, so that's the phone number. That's the Zoom
Yeah,
link.
some other people don't listen. I would say most of them, unfortunately,
Let's
this
get
time.
right to it. Not playing with y'all.
Yes, it's $2,000. Leave your full name and your phone number when you guys are ready. I get ready to make another play. Blessings in abundance. Talk to
God,
you
this
nice.
God damn it.
Eat Luvu. You already
This is the
know.
wrong screen.
You already
listen.
know. This is what we do. Okay? This is what we do. We don't never play games, people.
Hey, which screen is it?
That's one thing. One thing we never do is play games.
I'm sharing the wrong screen again.
We don't never play.
My God, man. Fuck, it can't be this goddamn hard to share a damn screen. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, he's showing his money. Let me go back. He's showing his money. I mean, what does that mean? He scammed and got money off people.
Play games. We don't play games. Well, my guys and them, they play all sorts of video games, but I don't play games, man.
Nah, but I don't get it. Why are you showing us money? Like, the people who show people money are people who are trying to convince you that they got it. People who got it, and it's well understood they got it, they're not doing this unless their brand is like Money Mayweather. He's going to do that. That's his brand. Promoters, they're going to do that, Yo Gotti, to get you to sign with them. I understand them, but what is he doing this for? Who's always doing lives in the car? People with money, like, you see their house, you see how they live in, you know what I mean? It's like understood. This guy never looks rich.
I don't play games. This is just a light 12 grand because things gotta be done.
Or like 12 grand. So that looks like you got somebody $120,000 of scam money, and you got your 10% on the back end. That's what it looks like to me. I like 12 grand. Yeah, once you show like a good 100K, my boy. Even BTB Savage, the guy who got murdered the other day we covered, had about 250K. Yeah, he was showing it. This guy keeps showing 12 grand, 15 grand. Come on, man. We're not convinced. And those blue blockers you got on, definitely not convincing us. Yeah, we're not convinced. You got it, boy. But anyway, I put the link in the chat, the phone number there. Let me show this right here. So this car has been spotted to have fictitious plates. Okay. So of course the cop car gonna be, look, he on him.
Tags AJ 478.
Let's go back to here. Now look at this crazy. Look at this. The light turned green. Look at this crazy turn right here. Look at this crazy turn right here. Cut him smooth off. Cut him smooth off.
Go Cadillac Escalade.
So he's pursuing a guy. He's going to tell him, you know, peace, God, body, peace. Lisa Aries. So he's going to tell the guy to pull over. You know, pull over.
478. He's trying to get to a house.
You hear him yelling, pull the car, and he even threatened to run him off the road. You know, cops will hit you in the back and flip your car or crash it, but your car is like really gonna be bad. And that's a gold Cadillac that looks like, you know, people put a lot of money to that car. Like that's custom wrapped, custom painted, something. Okay. And you could tell the cop didn't want to do the car dirty. So the cop decided not to run this fool off the road. Now, I seen cops run off white women who were pregnant. They didn't know, of course, but I seen cops clip white women who are not speeding, going the same speed this guy going, because they're both not speeding. And so don't give me that. Straight flipped her car. She got out screaming, I'm pregnant, screaming and crying. But he flipped her car. This is like a hardworking white woman. She wasn't a criminal or nothing crazy like that. Just like a traffic violation, and she wouldn't stop. She was trying to do what he's doing, trying to go where she wants to go. And that officer ain't give her no warning. He flipped her ass, flipped the car over. And got her out that damn thing and told her, hey, that's your problem. You should have pulled over. So we got to stop this narrative that they're out to get us. Like, I don't know who this day is, this boogeyman. But this white cop could have did him dirty. Decided not to, and you're going to find out why. You're going to find out why he decided not to do this dude dirty. Okay, so the dude's going to get to his destination. Let me see how many views. Okay, not a lot of views.
Come here. We're just past 6 in Ohio. Come on.
I ain't had no phone, sir.
Put your hand on the car.
I ain't had
Now, look how calm this officer got jammed in the car. Now, you know that cop could have just ran up on him, tackled him, put his face in the dirt, made him lose 2 teeth. This cop could have did him dirty, tased him right away, because he's already showing aggression. He didn't pull over. So this cop, in my opinion, probably already knew him or knew of him or knew the car, because he had a lot of respect for that car. He didn't want to clip it.
phone.
That was stupid.
This is my uncle's house, man.
You heard him? He said that was stupid. So obviously the cop didn't know that. The cop don't know whose house that is. He just said it's my uncle's house.
Ain't got no phone, man. I just came from the park,
Now,
man.
this clear white officer, he's not extra aggressive. He could have been. He had every right to put his boot in this dude's chin. But he's calm. He kept a calm composure with this guy.
Well, why you
Yeah, that sure says Crip.
Man, I ain't got no phone, man. I just came from the park, man.
Or Drip.
Well, why you didn't
Oh,
want
it
to
says
stop?
Drip. I'm about to
I ain't
say.
got no phone, bro. I just told you I was stopping down the street right there.
That's not-
Damn, man.
You realize I just put you and that kid. You almost put that kid in danger.
Okay, so that's why the cop ain't decided to run that bitch nigga off the road and flip his car. Because he realized now other cops wouldn't have gave a fuck. You know, if y'all claim white cops are who they are, they wouldn't care. They would have ran that motherfucker and flipped it. But that white officer peeped that those are little boys in the car. Somehow he got around to see. The cop cared enough to see who's in the car. Because you see that shit tinted. That shit darker. That's limousine tint. But the cop car, I guess he went to the front shell. He wanted to know what people he could be potentially hurting outside the driver. So he noticed that there's two little boys in there. So he spared that nigga. Listen.
He put the kid in danger, man. I'm not trying to put my kids in no danger, man.
Do you know what we do? Do you know what we do?
The last police did to me, man. That's the only reason why.
So he's saying, you know what we do? Because he was explaining to the guy when he was following him that he's gonna ram off the road. So he's saying, you know what cops do? We flip these cars when they don't want to stop. At least in his state, I never seen that done in my state, but these southern Midwest states, I guess that's appropriate.
Stop right there, bro. The last police did me bad, bro. The last police, sir, can you just listen to me one time? I don't got nothing on me or nothing. All I got is blacks. Can you listen to me one time? The police did me bad, sir.
Why you wouldn't stop?
Because I was just trying to stop on the side, just get right here. This my Uncle L. I stay right there, 1906 6th Street.
When them blue lights come on, what you
Stop.
supposed to do?
I was scared, so you just don't know what the last police did to me. I ain't even did nothing.
Danger.
I'm sorry, man. I love my kids. I just cut their hair and everything. You can ask my uncle them, bro.
So those are his.
I wasn't there run from you. If I wasn't run from you, I could have ran from you. I wasn't there run from you, though.
See,
and I'm finna tell you what
You sped up at Regional Park, then you tried to get around.
Because I was just trying to get home.
You turned in front of that car down here at Convention.
So you won't think I'm lying? 1906 East 6th Avenue, right there in front of the park.
What you supposed to do?
I'm supposed to stop, but I was scared, sir. I was scared, sir.
You got any ID? Sit down.
It's right there on top of the car.
Now, this dude, the way he behaving, sound like a lot of guys I debate. They just be nuts, man. Straight nuts. I already did a live on that. A lot of these niggas are, got mental illnesses or mental problems that are untreated because when you get older, when you're becoming an adult, nobody can force you to take your medicine. So the doctors, your what's it called? The little CVS, what they call your pharmaceutical, or your pharmacy. Your pharmacy tells you, like, hey, we got medication for you, but we can't make you take it, and you don't have to take it. This is just if you want your life better. So for you guys that think adults have to take their medicine, even though a lot of medicine can cause organ failures, things like that, and other side effects, none of those people are forced to take the medicine. Right? That's why they don't. That's why white boys don't take the medicine. And they end up shooting up a damn school. Well, some of them be teens, but some of them be 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And they don't take their medicine because their mom can't force them. You know what I mean? So they end up shooting up schools. So we don't take our medicine. And see, the problem is that those white boys are diagnosed, it's put out there, he's crazy. So therefore, the white society don't take a hit for that. But we don't oust our mental disease people. So when these King Von ass serial killers go out there and kill people, we don't say, hey, man, that nigga off his meds. We hide the fact he has a mental illness or mental problems. And we put the facade that he's normal like us. So this is why our society get painted with one paintbrush, stroke. We're all just crazy. Where we need to say, nah, that nigga King Von, that nigga is retarded. That nigga ain't take his medicine since he was 10. His mom on some pseudo shit thought that was a government conspiracy to take that medicine. So a lot of these shooters be, in my opinion, off their meds. But listen to what the cop says, and we're gonna fast forward this.
Can I just leave smoke the black? I'm just going to jail already.
We're gonna see. Sit down. Where's your ID?
It's right there on top of the car.
Can you head over to Sarah Shore 208?
You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me going nowhere.
And some of them still
That's a
here
boy.
but I just need two people over there for a little while.
And can I tell you something else?
I've got to get over
No.
here at
Who knows him? Who, that's your nephew? Come here.
For state.
How you young men doing?
And now listen how he go address little boys. All right. So y'all got to stop this reverse white supremacy, which I call pro-black, which is really code word for black supremacy. Listen to how this cop, he don't got to do this, but listen to how the cops addressing young two little boys.
Careful.
And that car looked nice. I'm so glad. I was hoping he ain't hit that thing. That thing, that paint job or wrap, whatever, that should look nice. And that's not the Escalade is not, it's still in good condition. Like, you know what I mean? Good body wise. That's a nice car. So I was so glad he didn't clip it.
How you young men doing? You doing okay?
So he's speaking to the little boys.
Did we scare you? Huh? Did you get scared? It's okay. It's okay. You hear me? Hey, you come over here, man. They can you. Come on over here. Who knows these babies? Are they familiar with y'all though? Are they familiar with anybody here? You got mama on the way? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just stay right down. Okay. All right. Hey, mama on the way. Okay. Okay. It's okay. I'm glad I saw him because he didn't want to stop, and I was fixing to pity until I saw these two little boys sitting here, and thank God I saw them. Thank God I saw them. Because you know what we do. You know what we do. So I'm glad I saw these little youngsters sitting up here in this seat. See if he got, let me see.
All right, you heard it for yourself. So anybody want to comment off this video, God Body or Lisa, everything you seen?
Nah, I just the car flipping thing was new to me, bro. I just never seen that before. Cause like everybody around here, you know, they get like Hellcats and all that, and like they when they get into high speed chases, if it's too dangerous, they'll tell the police to stop chasing them.
Yeah, because it ain't that serious. Yeah, those guys are too fast. And what state is that?
Oh, Chicago.
Yeah, because it's city. Right. It's city. Yeah, so more like country type Mississippi, more like country type style states. They encourage the pit. They call pitting. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not city like wide roads. Because I've been to Chicago before, and I see how wide your roads are. And
yeah, you flip a car and some people on that street, you're gonna kill them all. Like,
and you'll kill oncomers. Yeah, no, it's for like small towns, not too much traffic. Chicago, I've been there. It's a lot of traffic. It's a lot of going and coming. I've been to those fish spots out there. It's a lot of. It's crazy because I didn't know Chicago was like. I feel scammed. Like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm out there chilling, and I didn't know shit was like that.
Yeah, so like when I got stopped by the police probably like 2 years ago, that was my last time being stopped, and it was a black officer and everything, and he was cool and stuff, and I was just like, I was telling him like I'm just on my way to go get my hair cut and stuff, and like he was telling me like he like at the end of the conversation he was telling me like he got me to calm down because I got mad and everything, but at the end of the conversation he told me like this how they find most of the drugs, guns, and all type of stuff during traffic stops and stuff like that. If a person like, you know, disobeying a traffic law, he was telling me like that, and I'm thinking like, nah, you know, us growing up and shit, you be like, nah, you out to get me and stuff like that. Yep. But I you know, growing up and maturing, you just learn it like, nah, it ain't like that.
Yeah, my dumb ass going to speed past a red light. You know, it's about to turn green, right? Mm-hmm. And like you said, bro, we commit our worst traffic violations when we're dirty. I had just opened a beer. I got open container, just open. I'm drinking it while I'm driving. And my dumb ass went on speed past the red light before it turned green. There's a cop car right behind me. My luck. Two people. It's like a day like it is now, nice and sunny. Bro, I'm trying to, and I had a six, you know, a case of six pack, whatever. And I'm trying to cover this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But like, luckily, this is why it's good to be witty. Like you said, experience. What I did was I blamed, because the guy in front of me, the Spanish guy, did do some dumb shit. So I blame him for my crazy actions. So that means that I did hold myself accountable. I acknowledge I did some dumb shit, but I just blamed him while I did it. And they didn't ask my license, nothing. It's all right, man. Just be safe.
Because most of the time, like, I'm starting to realize either they scared or they actually dirty and got something on them, the people that run. And it'd be like, it's really more about de-escalation skills. Because, like, dude could have killed them kids, all, you know.
I'm saying that the average cop who is not that don't look like you would have.
Mm-hmm.
Indian, Hispanic, anything non-black would have ran that nigga off that road, man, because he had every right to. And it's being recorded from his car cam. Yeah, he ran his ass over. And this is why I'm a big believer in, like, you want to get as many, authority officials, police official authority that look like you, authoritative, they look like you, because they're gonna treat you the best. Whether it be DMV, whether it be, unemployment, whatever, they're gonna treat you the best. Welfare. And I know that some of them pigs are disgusting too. So I think Lisa might be on mute. She might be working. All right, so I wanted to show that video to pop it off. All right, now watch this nigga right here.
That is right. I continue to dig through these documents tonight, and according to this arrest report, the 3 teenage victims were involved in illegal activities with their 3 suspected killers before the
6 people together were all doing illegal activities.
Suspects turned on them. Activities with their 3 suspected killers before the suspects turned on them and dumped their bodies.
All right, so 6 people together committing some crime. So they think this is mafia shit. So 3 people killed the 3 people that was with them and dumped their bodies, yo. And yo, this dude look about what, 16, 17 years old? Like, this is our society. So like, we keep pointing at the boogeyman. It's like, hey man, you gotta look internally. Like, look what's going on around you. Like, we're so focused on the Bilderbergers that our society is chaotic. And when you watch that King Von serial killer shit, you're gonna see how chaotic we are. Like, god damn. So let me see if anything else comes out.
This is how it goes.
Video from the Marion County Sheriff's Office shows 17-year-old Robert Robinson arrested and put in a
17 years old. Okay? 17. And some of these guys be having 2 parents. So it just tells you, I mean, that's like unthinkable to have 2 parents. I'm not saying he got 2 parents, but some of these guys do be having 2 parents. I be noticing that. And it's like, damn, man, you would think single parent homes would produce a lot of these monsters, but you be having nuclear homes. Now they're probably unstable, if you look at it real deep, but on the outside, it's a nuclear stable family. And a 17-year-old boy is wanted for triple murder. God damn.
A squad car. He's one of the 3 people accused of killing the Marion County teenagers. A 12-year-old who Fox 35 is not naming, and a 16-year-old Taj Bruton are also suspects.
So this nigga got a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old with him. And they had to all endure that trauma, seeing 3 people die, one by one, or at the same time.
According to the arrest affidavit, the suspects and victims were together the night they were killed. One of the victims' phones had pictures of themselves and a suspect showing off weapons and ammunition. They were believed to be smoking weed at what deputies called a trap house, where illegal drugs are sold. Investigators say they planned to rob someone for weed, and one of the victims, Layla Silvernail, was driving her car with the other victims and suspects inside.
Simple terms, there is no honor among thieves.
All right. What do you think? Or next story.
Shit is all I can say, bro. That's crazy.
I kind of missed it. So, like, an older man with 2 younger men to rob somebody?
Oh, 17, 16, and 12. They are being charged with a triple homicide. They killed 3 people.
Oh, wow.
That was with them. They was probably setting them up. It sounds like they're acting like they're going to buy weed, and they're setting them up. And they ended up with all of them. 17, 16, and 12.
So he just left them, and they locked up now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't fuck up their life. I don't even know what to say about that right now. That just kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, and like what okay, this is what's happening. When you have so many crimes commit by one race a gender, right? Naturally, law enforcement is going to start, or politicians are going to start curving laws to that particular gender and race. So the Watcher will tell you that the laws in Arizona are curved to address Hispanics because so many illegals are over there, right? That they can do certain things to Hispanics out there that you can't do to any other American anywhere in the country. But they allow that because they see that a certain race is influxing Arizona, and they're all, not all, but a lot of them are illegal. So when you find yourself being targeted, you shouldn't be complaining and crying. You should be asking why. And then you turn around and see, oh, I see. If I'm Hispanic in Arizona, you got to embrace the fact that, yeah, that's a lot of Hispanics that are illegal out here. And I see why. And they're causing, I forgot to add this part. And those illegals are causing most of the crime in Arizona. So, of course, law officers are going to start directing their attention towards the people who are doing the most crime. And they're illegals. That means you can't even catch these motherfuckers. They're harder to investigate. So no fingerprint, nothing. You get one, so what? You just got a fingerprint from a nigga who's undocumented. And if he's never locked up anywhere else, you'll never get him. So,
like, bro, what is it like? Is it like a mindset? Is it an environment thing, or is it like the hip hop? Like, or is it like is it a person by person basis too?
I think it's all of it, even everything you name, even a person. I think it's all of it in one.
Okay,
it's all of it in one, and because you could have two parents, right, married, and that son would still be out there killing and involved himself in all type of crazy shit. But I would say that when a group of people, when a race of people or group of people don't hold or set a standard for like what's acceptable and what's not, this is what happens. So if you was to like look at, like, let's say Jewish culture, and if you had a bunch of teens out there causing a whole bunch of bullshit, like, they're not going to embrace them. They're not going to hide them. They're going to like point, hey, they over there.
Call their ass right out.
Because you're shaming the whole race, the whole group, the whole religion. So that now
you exactly right, bro. Somebody get killed in the black neighborhood, everybody just go in the house, nothing happened. You know, it's just another day in the neighborhood.
Right, nobody saying nothing. They just don't. They not mad in their business, but they mad in their business while not saying nothing.
Right. So now the problem with that is, like, let's say if I'm at my man's house and he's married, and I see him disrespecting. Now, let's say if his wife is very vocal, right? But I see him disrespecting her. Eventually, that shit's gonna come on me. Where it's like, man, him respect her. Why should I respect her? Like, that's what's gonna happen eventually, without even trying. That's what happened with our culture. Like, we don't respect each other so much in our lives so much that naturally nobody does. So when a murder happens, ain't nobody really trying to look for the killer like that. Nobody trying to solve a crime like that. Killing each other in this smaller area. Fucking kill each other all off. So we could gentrify that motherfucking some rich white folks over there.
Great.
This is Florida, right?
This is
Marion County, Florida.
Okay. Yeah, Florida got some weirdo.
Yeah, Florida been wilding this year. I don't know what's going on.
I ain't trying to stereotype, but they do got a lot of Haitians.
Yeah.
They right there by the islands and stuff.
Yeah.
So they get a lot of them coming. They feel like, I don't know. To me, the way how they been just killing people, rappers and all type of stuff, they about ready to come up and be where we at in Chicago.
Definitely. I can't. So many, like, the way they do stats and like the worst cities. Like, when they say the worst city, that's not necessarily the worst city. It's just that, like, they eliminate other cities because they're smaller in size. So but if you narrowed it all the way down, like the smallest possible, there's other cities that's more dangerous than these big cities. They just don't make the census because they're too small. So, like, they don't even like consider them as, you know, they're way like significantly smaller than a larger city. So like there's a certain number that caps off where you start from. So if your city got so many murders a year, but the residents are small, the population is smaller than where they start off, it won't be considered as the most dangerous city, and it might likely be the most dangerous city.
Bad.
Go ahead.
Did this happen when did this incident happen?
I clicked off. I'm not sure, but I think it's like everything within the last 10 years. Everything. So you see this?
I just heard of this one, bro. I thought I heard of this one within less than like 2 weeks, unless you was the one covering this.
This one right here?
Yeah, I thought I heard about this.
It's my first time.
Let me see.
So,
popped up on my phone.
In January of 2015, a gas station was robbed in Waukesha County, Wisconsin. 2 men wearing masks demanded money from the cashier, and before he could hand it over, one of the men took the cashier's life. The police began their investigation into the robbery.
Now, I really believe that because I watched the whole thing, so I really believe that the dude did accidentally shoot him, but that when you're not trained to hold a gun correctly, that's going to keep happening. That's why you should, you know what I mean? Like you should have your finger where the trigger is. So I really believe that the dude did not mean to kill him, but they did intend on robbing him and, you know, taking cash and all that type of stuff and getting out of there. The dude, you know, the dude just left all the evidence in his home, and he, the cops, you know, they really did him dirty. He came to the, you can see him right here, in the interrogation room. I keep telling you guys, if they think you did something, there's no amount of talking that's going to get them off your trail. Okay, all you're going to do is build a bigger case for the prosecution. That's all you're going to do. So all this guy did was, like, the cops couldn't prove that they knew he was involved, but they didn't know what extent, to what degree. And by him keep talking and trying to extract information from the police officer, the detectives, he ended up indicting himself for everything else but murder. So it's like, dudes, like you getting the same time. Like he provided the bullets, he provided the mask. So now then he end up confessing, which he had no choice. So let me bring you here to the end of it.
You got the gun? Yes. I'm done. What is there you want to know? You want me to admit to it? So I'm not going to admit to it.
In the end, Kenneth would admit to being the gunman in the gas station robbery.
He did.
Kenneth claimed that Darren Malone was the second man, and a woman named Jerika Cotton was the getaway driver. While Kenneth was demanding money from the cashier, he claims his gun accidentally went off. In exchange for his confession, he received 45 years in prison, followed by 20 years of probation after his release. Darren received 25 years for his part in the crime, and Jerika received 8.
Most people can't feel y'all pain.
She was the getaway driver. So now this is the guy in the confession.
But I truly could. And I understand it. I go beyond it, actually. But I want to say I apologize, and I can't bring them back. But I could help change some lives with my testimony.
In February, Thomas pled guilty to felony murder from that incident. He also pled guilty to armed robbery repeater for an incident 3 days before the shooting. That crime happened at a 7-Eleven in the town of Brookfield. Thomas told police he fired his gun during that robbery as well, though no one was hurt.
Senseless, brutal violence engaged in by yourself and Mr. Malone for nothing more than money.
The judge sentenced Thomas to 45 years behind bars for his role in both the Waukesha shooting death and the town of Brookfield armed robbery.
Bro, you'll be out when you're 60-something.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe.
So he had 45 years and he had 20 years probation when he gets out.
So he ain't gonna get off. You might as well just still say that he ain't gonna get off until he like 70.
Yeah, and and so so what he said earlier, what he said in the interrogation, he had no education, right? He didn't finish high school. He admit that he has he gets an SSI check, him and his brother. He gets about $800 The check is about $800 a month, which is nothing. But he felt like, yeah, I'm doing it. So him and his brother split an apartment. That's like $500 a month. So that's like, what's that? $250 each. So he have, but like, and you know, like $600 go very quickly out your damn hands. If you got a cell phone bill, you know, that's damn near $100. If you got any type of internet, you know what I mean? So they just, and he got SSI, so he's not working, so they just home all day. And this is where the ideas come about. They always say the idle mind's the devil's playground. Like these guys just don't do anything. They don't go play basketball. They don't go over here, do that. They just sit around all day. And he told the detective that he watched a lot of 48 Hours and all this type of shit.
He ain't watch enough.
And look, and that's what the narrator said. He said, yo, if you really watch that stuff, you would have never spoke to that cop after he drilled the cop. He drilled the cop on the evidence the cop said he had of him, photos and surveillance, and the cop couldn't provide it. The narrator said if he really watched 40 Hours, he should have been like, all right, I'm done with you. But instead, he kept talking, and he would have been charged. Well, see, he confessed to the other robbery that, you know, the other robbery, they didn't know it, but they didn't know it was him. So like he might have only got 10 years because he did say he gave them the bullets. So he might have got 10, 15 years. And he just left out there and said, nah, fuck all that. Whatever y'all got, and I rolled dice on that. 10, 15 years as opposed to 45 years. So he's out of there. And the woman was the getaway driver. Somehow they convinced her goofy ass to drive the car.
How much time she get?
8 years.
8 years.
And yeah, that murder with the three teenagers, that was 5 days ago. Well, 6 days ago.
Okay. Well, wow.
Yeah, they are taking lives like that shit, just picking up grass from the ground, man. And then like they got this weird, like, who are they listening to? Yeah, it's kill these people and dump them in the lake. Like, yeah, that'll work. The BTB Savage Killer had rented a Subaru, some shit, SUV, and put stolen plates on the back of a Kia, and thought that was good enough. Like,
but BTB ain't learned because it's like he went to the Army. I would have thought like, I guess not. Guess the Army ain't so different.
Yeah,
I thought he would have had a different, morals and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how he was so unaware of he was the lick. Like, dude, you're on Instagram showing off your money, your gold, your jewelry, and these niggas want to do a rap feature at your apartment.
And that shows you how much they don't care, because before that he was facing it was almost like $1 million fraud case.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He got an interview doing it, talking about it.
I ain't hear that one. Shit. Okay, so that shit was real.
It's really crazy out here, man.
Yeah, everybody keep trying to cheat. Cheat.
They didn't understand, even you learn that in real life, all that watching the movies with the drug dealers and all that stuff, the ending's always horrible every time. It's never you're on your high horse selling away.
Right.
No, it's never that. You always die or go to jail. It's 100%.
What they be watching and believe they can get away with it. Like they be listening to polite stories.
They seen the Chapo movie when he took all the bullets.
Oh, yeah.
They thought that was real.
Yeah, they
yeah, but they still got it. The movie's coming out now, with BMF and Ghost and all that stuff. So,
and like BMF got, he's still be on board.
I be seeing it on Facebook. People be in their status calling themselves ghosting.
Yeah, all right, brother. All right, so next one.
It's easier to do the right thing. I learned that growing up. 100% easy.
It's much less stressful too. Look at this shit right here.
Wisconsin's Most Wanted is set to go free again thanks to the generosity of a convicted drug trafficker.
Fox 6 investigator Brian Polson shows you the 51-year-old business owner who put up more than $100,000 cash to spring a 25-year-old homicide defendant from jail.
Kenneth Twyman has been picked up by U.S. Marshals 3 times. He's posted bail 3 times. His homicide trial is still 4 months away, but in 6 days, he's scheduled to get out of jail again.
That Kenny Twyman is a dangerous, dangerous individual.
For even the most violent accused criminals in Wisconsin, the key to
This dude letting off shots. He's recording himself letting off shots while he's driving. This is some crazy shit.
Man.
Get out of jail again.
That Kenny Twyman is a dangerous, dangerous individual.
For even the most
Look how he bite his bottom lip. He's mad, yo.
Way, but in 6 days, he's scheduled to get out of jail again.
That Kenny Twyman is a dangerous, dangerous individual.
For even the most violent accused criminals in Wisconsin, the key to freedom is cash.
It is nothing for a drug dealer.
So when one of Wisconsin's most wanted needed a quick $100,000,
Richard Stulo, how you doing?
his family went looking for this man.
How are you?
All right.
I'm just trying to find out a little bit more about why you posted $100,000 bail for Kenny Twyman.
To you guys, man.
How do you know Kenny Twyman?
Get out of here. It doesn't matter. Go.
Richard Stulo owns Colt Construction.
Stop trying to take pictures, boy.
He is also
Man, they put his business on him. Damn, man. They trying to make him lose contracts.
a drug dealer convicted of using this house near 29th and Cleveland as home base for dealing marijuana.
I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to talk to him.
Talking to the wrong person, boy.
When police raided the house in 2018, they found 9 guns, more than 3 pounds of weed, and $101,000 in cash. 4 years later, Stulo had another $100,000 available to help 25-year-old Kenneth Twyman.
I just asked why. What's your connection to Kenny Twyman?
Do I have to hire an attorney to go after you? Can you please leave?
It's drugs. Absolutely drugs. It has to be drugs.
U.S. Marshals are asking for your help locating this 19-year-old Milwaukee man.
Twyman is a 3-time fugitive picked up by U.S. Marshals in Milwaukee, Oak Creek, and Little Rock, Arkansas.
He doesn't just flee and not come back to court. He flees the jurisdiction. He flees the state of Wisconsin.
In 2018, Milwaukee County prosecutors charged him with leading police on a high-speed chase, causing a crash that hurt 3 people, leaving behind a rolling drug house with 7 cell phones, including one that contained this video.
A complete menace of the city.
In early 2019, U.S. Marshals tracked...
Who would record some shit like, yo, what? Yo, what? What the fuck? Yo, when you... Like a lot of people, when they commit crimes, they want less people around them to do it with them as possible.
Facts.
Why would you then record it? Like that's the second person.
Then you bonding out and going back, just stacking cases on case. Oh my man, just man. And then you on the news letting the gun off.
Yeah, that's why I be saying, yo, I try to give these guys a way out. I be trying to say they're sick. They're off their medication. All right, so now this guy right here, I'm not gonna play it, I'm just gonna let you know. This guy right here had I think they're African. He has a mom, his mom have a husband, but that's his father-in-law. So that's not his biological father. So he's 19, he has like 2 younger siblings, like 13 or something, 12. But apparently the mom be having liquor in the house, right? That should be legal. But you should think twice if you got a 19-year-old who steals your liquor and go out there and go fucking crazy. So he ended up, the mom and dad, father-in-law, they work late. He ended up getting to the liquor, drinking it. The mom came home like, hey, where my liquor at? Oh, Mom, I drunk it. And she mad at him. Hey, you got my liquor? Because probably late. They probably can't buy no more. He said, Ma, I'm going to go for a walk. This crazy nigga led him to walking into 2 90-year-old white people. Went in there. But he had a weapon in his hand already. He had some shit from home. So he was looking to hurt somebody. So he went in their house, and he banged the hell out of their heads. He killed the husband. He didn't kill the wife, the 90-year-old wife. And he went home and tried to go to sleep like nothing happened. The mother seen his hoodie, had blood, but she acting stupid. What happened? Well, you know, that's why I'm not for that. I'm with Charleston White with that one. Well, like, you know what I mean? You love your kids, but when they fuck up, you gotta let them go. Like, nah, you know, you did it. And nothing can take this back. Take your ass to jail. So she sees him with blood on her hoodie. Man, that ain't blood. Like, we know what blood looks like. Oh, it ain't? Okay, baby, go back to sleep. So the detectives, wait. So when the cops showed up, his dumbass was still there. Like, so they showed up, and guess what? He had so much bad luck that the cop that showed up, he was on the show Cops. Like, he was doing the show. So they came with the camera crew. So the cop ran right past his goofy ass to go in the house. So he stormed off, but the camera crew got a nice
look of him.
Yep, nice look. It was picture perfect. So they used that picture to show the mother, this your son? It was like no denying that shit. So yeah, that's my son. So they brought him down. They brought the father down. The father-in-law, they brought the mother down. They brought him down. You know, they play with you first to see what you know, what you're gonna give out. Then when you stand on your square, they're going, all right, listen, bro. Ain't this you? you were at the house. We know you were, right? So his dumb ass got locked up. Now, this kid might have been slow, but I had different shows, Lisa, where I say like black parents, like when their children, thanks to Umar Johnson, when our children get diagnosed with some mental shit when they're young, we go into like denial. So therefore, that kid is never really on the books for having this issue. Wow. So when he does something wrong, he'll be treated like a normal person in society. Now, kids are brutal. Kids are, the way they're programmed is to reject what is different. So once you're different to kids, they're going to reject you right away. They're going to put you in blast. They're going to tease you or get away from you, and they're going to oust you. You see that even in movies, they show you like, you know, Michael Myers was ousted. Once you're different, kids spot that shit immediately, and they stop fucking with you. And that's enough to make you go on some psycho shit, because you realize, damn, why nobody fucking me? So it's better if the kid learns they have a disability early, so they'll get an understanding why kids ain't fucking with them. And kids should be taught not to, like, you know, segregate kids with a disability. But again, our culture is so fucked up. We're the worst at it. So our kids start picking on these motherfuckers very early, and then they end up dropping out of school because they can't deal with it. They join a gang. Okay, gangs would recruit any fucking body. And then, like, the only way they can seek approval is to be the fucking old dog of your society. You dig? The most killer ass nigga on the block. That's when you start to get or the drug dealer or the pimp, something like that, where they start to get some appreciation. So I don't believe this dude was diagnosed, but he ended up doing the unthinkable, and they locked his dumb ass up. So after a while, he tried to plead for insanity. After he done dug his grave with his mouth, he talked for an hour and 2 minutes, 7 seconds. So he tried to do an insanity thing, but he told his bunkie, white guy, what he gonna do. And the white guy, of course, contacted the detectives and got a plea deal, lessened his sentence, and he told the whole dude plot. So the dude was just fucked. But this is the one that's gonna get y'all right here. Look at this shit right here. Middle school fight club. Florida teacher is arrested for hosting student fights with strict rules, no screaming and no pulling hair. This bitch right here. Angel Footman, 23, was arrested, 23 years old, was arrested after allegedly hosting student brawls at Griffin Middle School in Tallahassee. The Florida teacher reportedly instructed her students to fight under certain rules, including no screaming and no phones. She is facing 4 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor after investigation spoke to students. So it says a Florida middle school teacher has been arrested after allegedly hosting Fight Club style brawls in her classroom. Angel Footman, 23, reportedly allowed her students to erupt into frenzied fights while she sat at her desk under strict rules, including no screaming and no. We got to think about that. This crazy bitch.
I let her go first.
I don't even know what to say. I just feel like to me, she wasn't ready to be no teacher. And two, they really need to start doing self-evaluation with most of these teachers before they just hire them. I'm not trying to say nothing about her age, but to me, she's kind of young to be a teacher for high school at least. Because you just recently not left out of high school yourself, if you even go to college or whatever. And yeah, she needs jail time.
Yeah, I agree with you. She looked like a kid to me.
Yeah. She is younger than me, but dang, I look her age. Like when you really what was to get a kick out of this or what?
I wonder what's the litmus test for being a middle school teacher, because I know like some people that are middle school teachers that shouldn't be at all.
Yeah. I was like, what did, I would think the kids was already a little rowdy, right? Already to start with in class, probably screaming. A lot of these kids raised certain homes. Our culture, our culture raised kids the way there's no rule, there's no standard. It's just raise them the way you think is best fit in your eyes. So possibly the kids are already a little wild. Some of them ain't listening. And she got tired of talking sense to them. So
See, if it's a high school fight club, she might would have had just a little inch, because then it would have been like, maybe she could have been like, well, they was gonna beat me up, so I just told them, obey my rules.
Right. Nah, yeah, but then they're gonna say, all right, well, afterwards, why don't you tell authorities?
Yeah, true.
How long has she been doing this?
It had to be a while. Say right there, if I scroll down maybe, but this been going on for a while.
She lucky it ain't no tougher charges, because what if people was getting knocked out? They're kids.
Years, man. 3. Okay, so they were showing videos. God damn. This fucking criminal. They were showing videos of this bitch.
That's crazy. People got arrested here. I'm gonna still be here on here. I'm still listening, watching. Because I talk back in, so I won't be talking too much.
And she should also be a registered offender.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's 23 years old. Okay, I see that age.
Yeah, she should be a registered offender, where she shouldn't be allowed to be around young kids anymore.
Ever.
Yeah.
Fight Club.
It says, after being investigated for the in-classroom brawls, the documents reportedly indicated that several 6th grade girls told detectives that not only did they participate in planned fights, they were also invited back for more. Goddamn. The schoolgirls also alleged that the footman would give the instructions during the brawls. We heard that part. No yelling, no phones, no screaming. Sitting at her desk, failing to intervene in the fighting. The document also adds that no records of the indicator ever reporting the clashes to administrators were found in the investigation. Footman stated outright that she knows she had poor classroom management skills. You nailed it. The document stated, which also alleged students were pulled out of other classes to participate in fights. Hey, Bonquisha, come over here. You probably got some hands on you. Come on. Get involved in this shit. She denied orchestrating the fights in any way when confronted by investigators, but reportedly admitted failing to report, call for help, or intervene when the students' fights broke.
But unbiased. Don't you think that you're being unfair? Big up unbiased, long time.
Hey,
Long
man.
time I've been on the channel and big up everybody who watch it. It's been a long time. But unbiased.
Yeah.
Aren't you think that you're being a bit unfair?
Why?
Let me say why. Culturally, we as a people have been known to be celebrating these fights. Everybody's ready to pull out a camera instead of intervening. And half the time the fights are over bullshit. We have seen, we can pick up 1,000 World Star fights now over bullshit. 1,000 Waffle House fights over bullshit. It's almost cultural. It's in other cultures too, you know. But this throwing up hands to show adulthood, or manhood, or womanhood, or the possess the ability to keep it real. It's almost cultural. How many times, if you tell somebody to stop now, it's almost impossible. She's part of the culture.
But in classroom now?
Huh?
Wait, first of all, she's alleged to have been orchestrating the fights. Like she's setting this.
Of course. She wants to be the baddest and the best. You wanna?
Yeah. So, but how was I being unfair?
Because you're saying that she should be placed on several lists.
Yeah.
I would say get her teacher's license removed.
That's easy.
And her inability to act as a teacher again.
You know what? When see the thing about little kids, the reason why not only sex offenders get placed on like the list, like also like things like this. So it's like endangering kids, period.
How old are the kids?
In middle school. They like that. That means they're 6th, 7th, 8th grade. They're like 12, 10, 13.
Oh, all right. Then she needs to go to prison.
Yeah.
She need. I was thinking that it was like 15, 16-year-old. Kids are big enough to say this is bullshit. But 10, 11-year-old, she is perpetuate that keyword.
Right.
What she teaching them? That violence is the only way for a solution? She can't break the cycle. My apologies for what I said earlier. This girl needs 2 years in prison.
And I said 3, so that's about right.
Yeah, she needs to go sit down and listen. Endangerment of minors. Suppose one of those kids is accidentally push another kid down and they bump their head.
Yeah, you sound a little muffled.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
A little better.
What if she cause one of these kids to lose an eye?
Right.
What if she cause a kid to lose an eye? Or a kid to be permanently injured? Because if we go back, look at Mexico. These people fighting. Nobody wanted her to die, But fighting can kill people. The young lady who died in Mexico with her friends. Fighting can kill people, but guess what? There is no repercussions. If I pronounce that word right, sorry people, my tongue twisted today. There's nobody saying, all right, you do all of this, there are consequences. Because fighting our community, you fight, somebody get beat up, and it's all done.
Yep.
So therefore, it's like a solution to a problem.
Right.
Nobody can snitch. I calling you out. Come outside. Come out, and if you don't come outside, you're labeled a coward.
Right.
Because I don't want to be injured. Or I don't want to injure you. What if I hit you, you fall down and die? My whole life changed as a result of fight.
Yep.
And it's over bullshit 90% of the time.
Oh yeah.
So this is what you're teaching black kids. She needed 2 years. But you can't do black people any fucking thing. Sorry for the bad. You can't do black people anything. So all the time is a problem. You said if it was white kids, that girl wouldn't be out of prison yet. She wouldn't get bail. But you can do black people and black kids anything.
And the thing is, if those are white kids, not only would politicians and lawmakers and law officials be calling for her to be there for a long time, but it'd be also the parents, it'd be the residents of the city in the outcry, like an online outcry of her serves in real time. We don't do that. Now, this piece of shit lady, she did what she did. Now, she ruined some of those girls' lives forever, because now those girls are going to have a violent, traumatizing experience, and who knows how they're going to behave going on in the future, right? Because I just showed a video of another rapper yesterday, a female rapper, ended up shooting a chick in the face at 4 p.m. in front of everybody. So she might turn one of those little girls into that, to violent as we won't call this bitch out and ask her minimum sentence. We'll look at it, hey, oh, that's crazy, yo, and we'll go right back to our daily life.
Yeah, all this was, oh, that's crazy, that's so crazy. Oh, no, there need to be consequences. Somebody needs to go and sit down for a little while. You understand?
Yeah.
You're an asshole. Oh.
Yeah. So that was the last. All right. So now I'm gonna take you out to the title of the video. Okay. Which is this. So I give y'all a little drama. So now let's talk about a little sports. First of all, before we go to NBA playoffs, let's go to Lamar Jackson's situation. His team put what they do, a franchise tag or some shit on them where you can only, if you want him, you got to give up 2 first round
pick.
Right. Now, this is my personal list right here of the top 10 quarterbacks based off last year. So now I got Lamar Jackson number 4. So now I think the only 2 quarterbacks on this list that will consider 2 first rounders is Mahomes and Burrow.
Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback. The problem is that Lamar Jackson is a running quarterback. He reminds me of Michael Vick, but a better version of Michael Vick. And running quarterbacks have a tendency to have a shorter lifespan than throwing quarterbacks. Well, yeah, and he relies heavily on his legs to play. Patrick Mahomes is a throwing quarterback. He sometimes runs outside of the pocket. He steps up into the pocket, but he's a throwing quarterback. And he's not a Dak Prescott throwing quarterback. He's a deep ball throwing quarterback. So if Patrick Mahomes wanted to be an asshole, Patrick Mahomes could have gotten a $1 billion contract, not a $500 million contract.
Yeah,
he's that good. Yeah. He's that good that he could get $100 million a year contract.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, it's not about the receivers with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's going to get the ball to any receiver, and they are going to be great.
It could be me, Lisa, and Godbody, and we'll all have a good season.
Yes. All you have to do is just catch the ball. Everybody will have a superstar season. and Tyreek Hill is saying what he's going to do in Miami. He's not going to do that well in Miami. Because the thing about it is that the defense has to be honest with Patrick Mahomes. The safety has to be in the back. The wide receiver has to be doing single and double coverage. So there's more gaps in the center of the game for running backs to run. For people to run, because one-on-one. Because Patrick Mahomes is like 80% accurate, 80-90% accurate. So he's going to be franchise every day, all day. Kansas City is not getting rid of him. This dude win a Super Bowl on one leg. One leg. So he does not need his leg, and his arm is that good. Right? Lamar needs his hands. I can guarantee that he'll give you 6 good years before he get beats up like all quarterback who rely on the legs. But the deal that he got from the Ravens is a bad deal. But the Ravens want to cover the ass also. They don't want to pay for somebody who they know might be hurt in year 3.
Right.
That's why they don't want to give him all of that guaranteed money. Because the guaranteed money was the issue. You know? He wanted like 75% of his contract guaranteed. That if I get hurt, I still get paid. Right? Patrick Mahomes have one of the shittiest contracts. He don't have all that much guaranteed money.
Right.
And if you look at Patrick Mahomes' contract,
is he franchise tagged or?
Eh? Patrick?
Yeah.
They don't have to find.
No, I'm asking, was he already franchise tagged? Like, because if he was franchise tagged, you know that mean like they give you like what all the top quarterbacks make and do the average of that, so it'll be about like 19, 20 mil.
Yeah,
change a lot.
No, yeah, that didn't franchise tag for the franchise,
okay.
And they did that shitty franchise tag for Lamar Jackson too. It was shitty. It's not the same kind of franchise tag. It's a special one.
Yeah. They're like they say that this really never happened before.
It never happened before. The team, and the thing about it, let's be honest. We have wide quarterbacks who are not half as good as Lamar, getting some serious money. When Lamar went, they wanted to turn Lamar into a wide receiver. Warren Moon had to play wide receivers for many years. Before they turned him into a quarterback.
What did they offer Lamar Jackson that he just turned down? What was the amount?
They didn't tell it. It was that they didn't want to.
It was like 100
million. Most of it.
Well, I thought it was like 100 million, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like $34 million a year for 3 years. Right?
I don't know, man. I like him to go to he'll be a perfect fit to me at the Commanders because a lot like they wasn't a bad team. They actually a good team if they get Lamar Jackson.
But they don't have a good O-line. You want a team with a solid O-line. You cannot put Lamar with a team with a weak O-line. He's going to get hurt. He's a running quarterback. He needs the O-line to make space. Right? That's the thing
that was the only team I could like see that was open out there, unless you say like I don't know who else. You got a team?
Let's look at some teams right now. Okay, so
the bottom 10 team in can't go to.
Who?
Put the bottom 10 team he cannot go to.
Yeah, so you can rule out the East, AFC East, AFC.
Yeah.
AFC South, maybe Texans and Colts. The Titans might could use a quarterback.
Yeah, the Colts.
The Colts might use a quarterback.
Huh?
The Colts maybe
but you could rule out every team on the AFC West.
But the Colts don't have a good O-line either.
Yeah.
What about the 49ers if they don't? Is Brock Purdy injured?
He had that elbow thing going on. They got Trey Lance over there though.
Oh damn, yeah, they good.
Yeah. Is that the top teams are listen, if Patrick Mahomes became available tomorrow, every team go with a quarterback.
Yeah.
There's no team in the NFL that wouldn't give up the quarterback for Patrick.
Yeah, I would say Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, every team give up the kitchen sink for them to.
Yeah, any team will give up everything for Patrick Mahomes. Good team.
And then Josh Allen, they just got Derrick Henry, so it's gonna make it easier for him over there at the Bills.
What happened?
You heard me?
Wait, what happened?
I said, Josh, Derrick Henry went to the Bills.
Wait, for the Tennessee?
Yeah.
Ah, get the fuck out of here.
So it's gonna make it so easy for Josh Allen.
Hold on. Wait, didn't they get like another receiver too?
I know the Bears. We got a receiver from the Panthers. I forgot his name, but he good.
But hold on, the Buffalo Bills were able to snatch up Derrick Henry.
Yes, that was weird, bro. I thought the Titans was gonna keep him forever, so try to keep him forever.
The rest of the league let that shit happen. It's over.
What? The Bills are going to win?
Huh?
Why you're putting the Bills in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's over. He can't guard that guy. All right. So I guess the football talk is over.
The Bills, you having the Bills going to the Super Bowl with who? The Bills are who?
Oh, no, I bring it back. He didn't go. I'm trying to see. I thought he went over there.
I'm about to say, man, because that is over. Like, because the Bills are already.
Oh no, the Titans shopping them, but they were saying the Bills won them, but he ain't go yet.
Because you look at my list, the top 4 teams are going to be the Eagles to repeat, to go back to do what they did last year. The Eagles, Bills, Bengals, and Kansas City. So if any of those teams get a player like Henry, it's a guaranteed bowl. If the Bills, Bengals, Kansas City, or Eagles get Henry, they will be at the Super Bowl hosting it.
Yeah. I think the Bears should try to offer him something.
I'll tell you this. Historically, running backs that's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
They do well with a good running back. If you look at RG3 and Morris, if you look at Warwick Dunn and Michael Vick, you look at running quarterbacks with a nice running back. That's the option read type shit. And look at Lamar Jackson with those 3 running backs. Those all ass. He had them all looking good.
Yeah, because everybody covering him for the run.
Yep. And look at Russell Wilson and his running backs. He be having nobody, bruh. And they be just going crazy.
Bro, like I don't know how to gauge how good he is, bro. Cause like watching that last season was
who's that? Justin?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's well, we already know how good he is, but we don't know if he's a good fit for that Bronco team.
Cause everything falling apart over there.
Yeah.
Listen. Since Russell been dating Sierra, he's dropped off. That bitch is a sucky bitch. Since he dated Sierra, he has not done anything. Prove me wrong.
Well,
he's not married to future baby mama.
I mean, he's aging, so that has a lot to do with it. He came in the same year as Andrew Luck and RG3, and both of those guys.
True.
No, because he won a Super Bowl, he should have won 2.
Yeah, that's what made me stop watching football. Like, matter of fact, that year I stopped taking football serious.
There's nothing serious about football. Football is about who they want to win. NBA is about who they want to win too. Listen, there's no independent team in football anymore.
Well, it's harder to control the NBA over
not harder, same thing.
Football, because the NBA usually the best talent is going to get you the ring. Like that's how that. Like you're not going to catch like the next guy 0 chance of winning NBA.
No, bad talents have 0 chances. But the problem is that in some way it always works out that some teams have better talent than every other team.
If you got, let's say, the Suns facing up, let's say with the 76ers, and they like the Kevin Durant narrative over Embiid. Yeah, they might not give Embiid so many calls and give KD everything.
Yeah,
they could sway it that way.
Yeah, no, but think about it. Certain teams, if you go back in time, the Lakers, how the Lakers afford to have Rick Fox,
Glenn Rice, Peyton Carmelo.
The Lakers at one point had almost 6, 7. 7 to 8 all-stars on the bench. On the bench. Kobe, Shaq, Rick Fox, the one who is a coach now, great 3-point shooter. It's like they had 8 people in that team. That were the stars on any other team. Right? Nobody, it's like certain teams get padded up.
No, you're right. That's like how the New York Yankees is.
Yeah,
Right.
no, when I understand baseball, that baseball is about the money. There's no salary cap in baseball. The team can afford it. Yankees and Boston Red Sox would pay 200, would have a yearly something like 400 million, no big deal.
But don't the Bus family got that bag to do that?
Yeah, but the NBA in order to be fair,
Yeah.
they say, okay, we will do a cap. You cannot spend more than this amount of money.
And they keep
But with
increasing it
their
every
cap-
year, right?
Yeah, no, but although the increases every year the star get more and more and more.
Yeah.
Every year a Curry will get more, or the next star will get more. Right? But even Golden State back in the day, how is it that you have Kevin, Steph, Clay, Draymond? You look around and say, seriously?
Harrison Barnes.
Seriously, how is it that you're telling me that all of those players are under the cap?
Yes, I don't know.
Right? I once it was the big three, Wade, Bosh.
But you know, a lot of them be doing that. They be getting the penalty if they go over.
Yeah, the what's that called? The luxury tax penalty.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So we got the playoff picture there, but Miami. I thought. So wait. So Miami and the Heat, they got to play. So they got to play for the final spot.
Miami and the Bulls, tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Okay, so first of all, the Bulls always been a problem, even regular season for Milwaukee. The Bulls' best matchup is Milwaukee. Even though Milwaukee's gonna beat the ass, but but at least they get to face. Well, they got to first beat the Heat. And
we faced Milwaukee last year in the first round.
Yeah, and I thought y'all played pretty good.
5 games. I give him credit. Because Giannis ain't no joke, man. Like, yeah.
Look. Milwaukee locked out. Let's be honest. Milwaukee got this green dude. If you look at Giannis when he just came into the league, nobody would have picked Giannis. Giannis was green. When you look at his face too, he was baby face green. Right?
Yeah, because you're right. Nobody was talking about this kid before the draft or nothing, and the Milwaukee Bucks just ended up with him. Like
Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis, when he came into the league, was almost 50 pounds smaller. He was skinny and lanky. When you look at Giannis now, Giannis must have PEDs. Giannis put on 50 pounds of muscle. He's a total different dude. He can jump through the gym, jump over the gym. But that's how you knock out. That's how some teams win in the NBA. But like the big market teams, apart from the Knicks who don't want to spend the money, and nobody wants to go play for New York.
Hey, Brunson doing his thing over there, though. I can't even lie. Shout out to New York. they got them one finally.
Yeah, it's a good series, and he's in his prime still. So they finally got somebody in prime. But that's gonna be a good series with Cleveland. Who do y'all see pulling that one off?
All right.
First game is at where? New York.
First game is in Cleveland.
I'm trying to see the lineup. They got Mobley. Okay, they got New York. Got Randall, Brunson. Brunson, he changed him, bro. I'm gonna go with New York. I'm gonna have some faith in him.
Over Mitchell? Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it this one time, man, because he don't he good in the regular season, but I don't really he's scoring all that, but his team don't never really go too far.
Now he has the point guard. He has the boy that was on the Nets that got hurt.
He got Garland.
He got Garland, and what's the dude that plays the three?
They play the three.
Yeah, for the Nets.
For the Cavs.
Yeah, so some years back, the Nets. He was there when Kyrie got there, and then got hurt that year.
I was gonna say Okoro or something, but no, he didn't.
Cavs something KC. Got his fucking name. Got a ghetto ass name. Hold on.
I'm pissed. I can't remember the name right now. Like I usually know everybody's name.
That Lenarius Cavalry, some shit like that.
Philly and the Bucks going to the conference.
Huh?
Philly and the Bucks going to conference final.
Sadie Osman, Danny Green, Isaac Okoro.
Nope. I'm gonna tell you right now. Lenarius, what's that nigga name? There we go. Karis LeVert. I'm saying it backwards.
Oh, Karis. Oh, so he's fully healthy now and everything. He back to normal. Like 100%.
He ain't back to normal, but he's still better than Jarrett. What's that nigga name for the Knicks? The shooter.
Barrett. RJ Barrett.
Yeah, he's still better than that.
Yeah, Ricky Rubio. Oh, it's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be a nice one.
Okay, so Stu P said, I don't even think that's possible. Let me see. No, that's not possible because if they will have to play each other unless the Baltics get upset.
Yeah.
They won't play each other.
They play each other in the semifinals. In the semifinals.
Right.
1-3.
No. 2 and 3 play each other in 1 and 4. If everybody wins, so no, they could see each other in a chip.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just think the Sixers are not ready, man. They got Embiid, and that's about it. They ain't ready.
The reason I promoted in the Bucks because they won before. As when you win already, it's in you.
Yeah, I'd like to see Embiid or Tatum get a ring.
Embiid needs to go to the Lakers.
Nah, screw the Lakers, man. They are done. They are done. The Lakers will never get Embiid. Hey, yo, the Lakers. Okay, so you brought it up. The Lakers versus Memphis. Who gonna win that one? Chat. Let me ask the chat since the panel got quiet. Chat. Lakers and Memphis. Who y'all got?
Memphis is ridiculous.
And you breaking up?
Winning 5.
Still, you breaking up? Yeah.
Memphis in 5.
You said Lakers in 5.
Memphis in 5.
Lakers?
Memphis. No, Memphis.
Hell, the Lakers got a better.
Memphis in 5.
No, the Lakers team is way better.
Listen, that tall boy with the unibrow is not a winner. That tall boy with the unibrow.
I can't hear you.
The one with the one.
No, you are muffled.
The tall dude with the one eyebrow is not a winner.
Davis.
Yes, he's not a winner.
Wait. Yeah, he played way more consistent than Junior Jackson. And Adams is hurt for the entire postseason.
The white dude on Grizzly. No. Yeah. I give him Lakers Grizzly. Sorry, I missed it.
Nah, we cannot hear you.
All right, I'm back. Something happened.
Stu muffled as hell. So let me ask you, God Body.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stu said Memphis in 5 versus Lakers. What do you think?
I got Lakers pulling it out in 7.
I think the Lakers should win in 5. So I got the opposite of Stu Peace. So look, Stu Peace think he's slick. He's doing what Shannon Sharp does. They always make it like the Lakers gonna lose, but they really got them to win. Okay. So the Lakers team is as he just said AD ain't gonna show up. He shows up way more regularly than Junior Jackson. Where's fucking Josh Jackson Jr.?
Yeah, Jerry. Jaren Jackson. Yeah,
he's way more consistent than that nigga. So now let's look at player for player. AD is better than everybody on Memphis, and LeBron's better than everybody on Memphis. So just off that, the Lakers should be favored. Then they got D'Angelo Russell, who is arguably better than everybody outside the name of that gun-toting nigga.
Yeah. Ja.
Ja Morant, right? So now you could argue Jackson over D'Angelo Russell, but you can't tell me Brooks is better than Russell.
Nah.
If anything, a tie, and you can't tell me Bane is better than Russell. If anything, a tie. But I don't see what screams out that they're better than Russell. And then you talk about the help Vanderbilt, like the help LeBron got, Reeves. Then you got Schrader. Now look, Schrader. Who's better than Schrader on the Memphis besides Ja Morant? Like clearly better than Schrader.
Nobody on a bench.
Right.
He come right off the bench.
On the switch.
This just means more for LeBron than it would mean for Grizzlies. Like LeBron get just winning this ring, that would I think he gonna try way hard. So I don't think the Memphis gonna have enough.
Or at least they have the Lakers, but I guarantee you that they are the favorites for this one. Just matchup wise. Let's go to some betting odds real quick. Okay.
I don't even know, has Ja even been playing?
He been playing, he ain't make no damn noise, and that's kind of what I thought too. I said the shit he's been through, that got to mentally affect him. Unless he's one of these savage ass niggas that we've been that it just don't bother them. But the plus 105 at BetMGM to beat the Grizzlies in the first round, despite being 5 seeds. I told you. Look, you ain't gonna bluff me, Stu Peace. I know the Lakers got a better team than the Grizzlies. And guess what? Las Vegas said we don't care about that seed stuff. The Lakers are a better team, and they got them 105.
Yeah, it's a better team.
So look,
they got Memphis favorite though at the minus 130, but I would expect the Lakers to be way farther than that plus 105.
Okay, so they got first game for the Lakers, and they got series Memphis. Watch that shit change when the Lakers win the second game too. Yeah, they are out. Your AD goes nuts when you're clearly undersized to him. You're looking like Shaq out there.
And I know he won a ring, so.
And then you got Brooks trying to call out LeBron, so LeBron going to come out there trying to kill him. Ja Morant, they gonna all get in his dumb ass head. Hey, get your little shooting ass out the way, man. That's what I be doing, bro. If I know they doing this because I would do it. I'd be like, yo, Morant, you a psychopath for real, yo. I'll just be talking crazy shit yo, you embarrassed all of us, man. I'll just be talking shit to him all day long. Every game. You a sick nigga, yo. You need some real help. But then they go outside of his game.
Listen, this dude is a multi-millionaire acting a fool. That's the problem with Ja Morant. My other problem with it is that why are you rich? Is that the rappers who get rich and still go down to the neighborhood to throw dice? Whose money you want to win? Poor people money? Your broke ass friends' money you want to win? Cameron did a stupid thing, but let's hope he goes up.
You said what?
Let's hope he understands that the league will kick him out. He's not bigger than the league.
I don't know. Nah, he is. Nah, it's so many players that got that thing over him. So many players like Luka, all those guys got that shit over Ja Morant. And then that goofy shit he did, like they like, man, get up out of here. Like, and then he's not like when you do something like that, you gotta like really become the ambassador of the NBA. Like you gotta lead by example to win the fans back over. Kind of like what Michael Vick did when he came back to the NFL. Like you really gotta win everybody over. And I don't see so far he's not trying to do that. He's still trying to live his crazy ass life. But I would be like really speaking up on behalf of like a lot of shit where people could
Yeah, you want to be a gangster. You're a multi-millionaire. You're 100 millionaire. You're a multi-100 millionaire. You want to be a gangster.
NBA gangster.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think about what do you think about? So we got three got the Lakers, we got one who got the Grizzlies, right? How about so we got Godbody got the Knicks. Who you got, Stu Pease? Knicks or I got Cavaliers. Who you got, Knicks or Cavaliers? Stu Pease. All right. He disappeared again. All right. So I think that's going to be a good series. That's probably the best series in the playoffs. The Lakers going to be a good series too. Oh, it's a bunch of these teams. I see Phoenix. So what about Phoenix and Clippers? What do you got?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
And how many games?
5.
You think Booker gonna be too much for them niggas?
Yeah, Booker, KD, Chris Paul, Aiden. It's just like, and then somehow they offensive still flow with Cameron Payne and that bench squad. So.
They got T right off the bench, and they got T.J. Warren. Yeah. All right. Denver or Minnesota?
Let me say something about that. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is the biggest, stupidest fool in the world.
Is he regressing or something?
Because he left a winning team.
Yeah. That's the most retarded move you can do, man.
He left a team that was built for you to come back and play for the Clippers. That's a stupid move.
Yeah, he got to be one of the dumbest NBA players ever.
Yeah, he never win another way.
Yeah, that was a questionable, stupid. Yeah, you have a team that's well put together,
well disciplined,
and they're still kicking ass now. And you leave to go stack a team on some LeBron shit, and it was a complete failure.
Yeah, he went to play with what the dude did who broke his leg.
Talking about he want to play with Paul George.
Yeah, he went from being like the next LeBron to like the next Schrader and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. The Raptors.
He out there looking like Jimmy Butler a little bit, like they good, but it's like they ain't what they used to be.
Take off play. Jimmy Butler, like he's confusing. Like watch, because he'll take off like when he goes to work, he's unguardable, but then he'll take off a whole quarter.
Yeah.
You'll be like, yo, if they can't even guard you.
Trae Young did them so dirty, bro. If you watch that game, oh my god.
Oh yeah, you already know. That's my team right there. You already know, man. We got in the ass. Okay, so you said Denver over Minnesota?
Yeah.
Minnesota, I got them, and that's my sleeper team. Matter of fact, I should put a little bet, you know what I mean, $100 bet, see what that could turn into. Yeah, I got Minnesota.
On the series.
Yeah, I got Minnesota to be my sleeper team to beat them and somebody else also. Maybe even Phoenix.
I feel like Jokic and Aaron Gordon gonna be too much down low, and then like they got Murray. We'll see. And Michael Porter. Oh, he's been having a great year.
Yeah.
But they got Edwards, so we'll see.
Yeah, Minnesota is a terrible, like, far as chemistry, like they are terribly put together. Like that got to be coaching. Like they have no real culture. Like at one game it could be Gobert leading scorer, then it could be Towns, then it could be Edwards. It's just all over the place. And then they're fighting on the sideline.
I wouldn't even waste my money on that bet, on that $100 bet, bro. Because I like you made me realize how much like Jokic flow with his offense, and that boy be getting like 12 assists. He might make them look stupid out there.
All right, so who's MVP of the year this season?
I think they probably gonna end up giving it to shit. Who had the better record between Denver and Milwaukee?
I think Milwaukee did.
Shit. Ain't it between Giannis and Jokic, the MVP?
It's supposed to be Embiid in there also.
Oh, Embiid, Jokic, and Giannis. Oh, okay. I don't even know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna throw his name, Jokic.
Yeah, I think it's like real close. It's been like that the last 3 years, last 2 years. It's been like really close between those three. Like I would say individually, I'll say Embiid has been doing the most as like leading up to the last game.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing the most. So for me, I would give it to Embiid, but I couldn't be mad if the other two got it. The dude Jokic averaged a triple double. He has like 25, 10 and 12, some crazy like that. That's so crazy.
Yeah. If Minnesota beat Denver in the first round, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, they have the players to do it. They don't have the chemistry.
Yeah. Because Karl Anthony Towns, like, even though they lost to the Lakers that game, he looked unguardable.
Yeah, AD can never guard him. Right? Like, he's always embarrassing AD.
That's because I feel like AD is a 4.
He is. He's definitely like some Kevin Garnett type player. That'd be a good matchup, AD versus Kevin Garnett in his prime.
Yeah. Like you got like with Miami and Milwaukee, Adebayo at the center, he the same size as Giannis. Like,
hey, he can guard Giannis for shit, bro.
At all.
Yeah, like he don't forget the Lakers. He couldn't guard AD at all. AD was doing what he wanted to him. Like, and he's like probably a power forward also. That shouldn't be no damn center.
Yeah. And we can't go off this. That's just saying my Chicago Bulls gonna lose to Miami tonight.
You said it.
Damn. Nah, they ain't gonna lose. They gonna put it out, man.
It's too late now. It's let it. You already would. Yo, I don't even see how Miami can even win, to be honest. Like they gotta just do like Hero gotta score 40. If Hero score 40, I lost. Or even like 31. If he get 31, y'all probably gonna lose.
True.
Yeah, y'all got to keep Hero in check, or we're gonna be doing a recap live on the adjusted playoff picture.
I know Zach and DeRozan, they gonna go crazy. That dude should get most improved for years because I didn't know he was that good like till he came to the Bulls.
Yeah, no, he should have. Wait, who got it over him? Because it was somebody. I think who got it over Levine? Because Levine was just a shooter in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. He just like a Danny Green type player that just had bounce.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't.
It's the same way with DeRozan. I didn't know he had all like these Kobe back down moves and stuff.
They definitely added to their game. And, if Memphis play that young boy, that heavy Charles Barkley looking ass nigga, if they give him some serious PT, then I ride with Stu.
The young boy. The one that had 42 the other night.
Yeah. They can implement him in that offense, bro. Because LeBron can't guard him. That nigga too big. If they put him in there and with a serious role, I will favor Memphis over the Lakers. Only if he's playing a lot of 25 minutes.
They might give him some tick because I watched that dude play. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, he ain't got the athleticism or nothing, but whatever he do, he good at it. Like,
he's good at his role. He kind of reminds me of like an unathletic Zion Williams. Like, as far as like finding ways to score, that's like unconventional. Because if you look at Zion Williams, like, he don't have no go-to moves, no back down, no crossover. He just, his will just is like
aggressive.
He'll go at you, miss, get the layup, put it back in.
I would, if like the Pelicans, like, you seen that game, the Pelicans and who they just lose to?
Nah, I seen the highlights. They just lost a good one. I think McCollum I think he just a cancer, man.
He tweaked.
Putting the big shots in, McCollum just had to do that. He was running full speed through some Trae Young floater. That shit fell short. Like that was pretty much game.
But this dude Zion in a layup line doing windmills and stuff and did not play. I'm like, because he said his mental ain't right, but he don't understand. He a threat. He don't got to pass on the ball. He gonna make himself involved.
Right. Wait. The nigga say he got mental illness?
Nah, like he says mental ain't all the way there. Like to like he don't want to like hurt the team. Like he don't want to take away from the team play. Like it was, you got to check it out. But
yeah, but they lost. They're not even in the playoffs now.
Yeah, I know, because he didn't play. But I think it's his. I think it's that fat shit. They, that mental shit he talking about.
Yeah, man, that's unfortunate. Nigga can't stop eating, man.
Yeah.
All those millions like dangling in his face. I'm talking about future millions, not the ones he already got. Because those gonna be his last millions if he don't figure this shit out.
And he could have potentially probably like been on verge to make one of the highest, max contracts if he would have like kept playing to what he was.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dude can't stop eating himself. Yeah, but speaking of that, yeah, what's up with these big bitches though, man? What's up with these big bitches, man? in black culture, what's up with that?
I learned that like once we get grown, some women like they just shit don't give a flying. What's up?
It's phenomenal, bro. They have kids, and the kid's gonna eat what you want to eat, and this big bitch giving her 1-year-old kid cheese doodles, and it's worse with daughters because they're not as active as little boys. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know how this Chicago, but everywhere I look, I try to watch her. Some guys don't want to see it, but bro. Everywhere we go, you can just bet your last dollar. If she's black, she's fat. I don't care the age. 2, 3, 20. 42, fat. And that shit bothers me because they're feeding their kids. Yo, yeah, I just went to I see my man daughter, bro. Man, bro. Huge.
No, you're right though. Like in Chicago, it's like that. But I moved to Indiana, so now I'm around like mixed race, where it's white, Mexican, and black. And yeah, you're right. But like the Mexicans, they be having big backs too. white people, dude.
The Mexicans gonna count because a lot of them not even Americanized. When they come over, like the illegals, them motherfuckers be eating what they can. They be eating like raccoons and shit. Like them niggas they literally be eating at Dunkin' Donuts like that shit like high end restaurant. Like like just fake food all day long. So that's why like they're probably the most obese people in America, but because they're undocumented, it don't go into the stats. So black women take that cake.
So I know you know about like a lot of like unhealthy foods and all that shit, right? So I was wondering like let's take a Philly cheesesteak for example. Can I eat that in moderation, or that shit just bad? You know what I'm saying?
But it's well, I will say this. Like the oils, of course, is bad because most likely they're not using like some good high quality oil, coconut, or they got all type of better oils out there. But I would say that's not your worst enemy. Your worst enemy is snacks. It ain't the food.
Is it like monosodium glutamate, stuff like that?
It's snacking. Cakes.
I'll just be
like that. It's snacking. Yo, these little girls ain't big for eating food. They're big and obese from snacking.
Yeah, we got these chips in Chicago called High Country Curls. I don't know if y'all got them out there, but they love that shit.
That's snacking. Shit like that. And then they'll take their big ass to Dunkin' Donuts or wherever's crispy, wherever the fuck y'all got, and they'll get that big ass drink.
Hey, then they go get a motherfucking 10-piece mouth sauce. Oh man.
They'll get that big ass drink with all that liquid sugar and then all that whipped cream on top of it. And that should be like a large, like extra, like, yeah, you could drink all that shit? Yeah, I couldn't even, if I even drunk that shit, it'd be like a medium or a small. Like, how you could drink that big ass drink? And like,
man, I thought, what happened to like, I know COVID happened, right? Then like everybody was in the crib, but what happened to all this Dr. Sabi, I'm awoke, all this stuff? I know it's cat, but
but the thing about him that's good, the thing that was good about him, that he made it cool to be diet aware, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a great thing he did. He introduced, hey, eating right is actually cool. And like everybody pretty much took that trend and ran with eating white food. So that was a good thing he did. Right. But the COVID shit, bro, they had all type of excuses to run from that shit.
Mm-hmm. Man, that shit was just crazy, man. It was even down to family members, like all conspiracy the fuck out. Like
so thanks for reminding me. So that young boy who blundered those two old people,
the
African dude, yeah, he told the detectives he watched conspiracy videos all day long. I forgot to play that shit. I was dying. Like, you would go kill a motherfucker afterwards.
Bro, it's so bad. Like during that COVID, when everybody was in the house, that QAnon stuff was going like, all on YouTube. You had Polite saying 5G cure COVID and all this crazy stuff, and that then like flooded onto TikTok, even like the Aboriginal movements and all that crazy stuff. And like, it's to the point where kids on TikTok, they watching all that crap. Like, I just be like, man, I don't know, it's bad out here.
Like, if it's true, great, but if it's false, you just ruin your own people, man.
Yeah.
Like, for what?
It's just bad, like. I just be like, why would you want to have your child at an odd advantage? This society is like kind of built off of competition. Like, so like, why would you do that? you putting them on a crutch, got them believing in stuff that ain't real.
Yeah, and like what advantage it's gonna give, like you said, to your kid who's competing in college, grades, scholarships, or even for a job. Like, how is that shit giving them the edge?
Somebody gonna send them right to the mental hospital, like.
Bro, it's crazy because a lot of them are mental that come up with this shit.
Yeah.
And
I just have to sit back and laugh, bro, because I'll be getting mad at it. So I just be like, nope, let me laugh.
I gave up. Like, nigga, the Bilderbergers trying to get you, fine. Hey, yo, I got a boy. I got a friend who ain't called me in a while. Like these niggas be sucking. And he an older guy. Like, these niggas be clowns, bro. Like all caps, all CLOWN, all cats. They be clowns in their weird ways. Niggas be arguing with you, and then you show no, that's wrong. And then when it's proven wrong, then it's all right. Well, I ain't gonna call him bias for 2 months and hopefully he'll forget about it. And when I do call him, I'll talk about something totally different. Nigga, I don't forget. So he called back, and he said, he called me back, but he's already in front of my house. Like, I'm like, damn, like, yeah, like I was gonna accept your apology. But the nigga never apologized. He brought to me fucking crypto shit, scam shit, and some gold.
Oh man.
So he said, yo, come to my truck, yo. And now he knows who I am. He knows that I don't go for the pseudo shit. But he wants to try with me. He brings out a wallet, a special wallet, with gold currency. Gold currency. Yeah, look, this $5 bill, this is one something quarters of gold. Yeah, so this ain't like fiat money. This is actually money in my hand. Like, this is a thin slip of gold, and it's worth $5 because it said $5 on it. They showed me one for $1 and $20. He was like, "Yeah, man, we gotta start investing in gold. That American dollar gonna fall." You know, I'm hearing this shit. Then he said, then I was like kind of confused because he goes to gold. And then niggas start talking about crypto. So I'm like, wait a minute. So I got best in both? Yeah. But now he got a whole conspiracy behind the crypto shit. So now look, bro, I don't even give a fuck to research this stuff. I'm just hearing him out, and he's like really giving me a headache. So I'm like, words. I'm acting like it's deep. Like, wow, man, that shit crazy. So then he leaves. He calls me. I'm trying to talk about the playoffs and football. This nigga talking about this shit. So I'm like, I hope he ain't just call me back or rekindle with me just to try to get me to this pyramid scheme shit. So I'm going along with it. I'm getting annoyed by it, but I'm going along with it. So I told the watcher and Khalid, I said, yo, the next time this motherfucker tell me about this crypto shit, I'm gonna let him have it. He called me up with this because I had already watched his links and shit. I said, dude, you're sending me links of one side of an opinion on the market and coins and gold. This is one side is always extreme, and there's another side that's like maybe like too lackadaisical. You dig? Like too unconcerning, right? So they both might be off. But you can't just send me one video and say, hey, this is it. You gotta send me both and let me decide, which is the shit. So I told him the other side. Then I said, yo, every video you sent me, these are Republicans. And every video I watched that says you're full of shit, these are Democrats. I said, but aren't you a Democrat? I said, so why are you out here pitching Republican shit? I said, now look, what you got to do for me, if this is where you at now, you got to change your political, I went this far. I said, you got to change your political affiliation before I fuck with you. Because if you put this extreme shit, bro, that's all Republican talking points, and the Republicans are saying, what you're saying is the problem, Republicans are saying that's the Democrats who are producing this problem. So nigga, you can't tell me about a problem, and then you go vote to support it. So he didn't know what to say. And I kept repeating it. I said, bro, show me you changed your political affiliation alliance, and then I'll listen to you a little more. But as long as you're a Democrat pushing Republican shit, I'm good with you, bro. You can just save it.
Bro, that's what really like pissed me off about our people. Like, I would like to come to one of my people and learn the information, but now it's like, as I got older, I'd be like, I don't care if it's who invented the shit. It could be a white motherfucker, a Chinese person, whoever did. I'm going to find the information out,
right?
Because it'd be like too much shit going on.
Yes. All right. So let me see. Lisa said they're called hot crunchy curls. She says it's my favorite. She said large, please. I
can't lie, they is good though, but they bad.
Wait, so what are they? Are they cooked on the spot?
No, they chips that look like Cheetos, but they red. They red, but real hot. They hot than them up. The women, they not hot to women and stuff like that for some reason.
They start with a T. They call Takis and shit like that.
Nah, not those, but they not like those, but they call hot country curls, and they look like Cheetos, but but pretty much they look like Flaming Hot, exactly like a Flaming Hot, but bigger and more hot shit on it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Lisa. Like, listen, and that's what I be trying to say. Like, we can't be part-time conspiracy theorists. If we believe the white man's trying to kill us, right? And he's the boogeyman, and then he put out some shit called country Cheetos. And you think that shit's good as an apple? Like, that's just crazy. And then you looking around, everybody around you fat.
No, they call hot crunchy curls. Yeah. But no, you still funny with that shit though.
Yeah. We gotta be consistent with our conspiracy stories, man. Like, is the white man the devil or not? Like, if y'all believe that, then y'all can't be blindly eating some shit like that.
Man, I'd be looking at it more on like a geopolitical scale. Like, they be thinking like, you know how everybody be like, oh, one world order, one world. Well, China and Russia do not like America. Like, it ain't how y'all think.
Oh, and that's another thing. My boy told me that China. So now, while I'm blasting him, he's like, "Yeah, China currency is backed by gold." I said, "All right, look, I'm gonna Google that shit on the fly." So I Googled it. That's a lie. I said, "No, you lied again." So now, yeah, because like he got me to, bro. I'm trying to talk about other shit. He only wants to talk about gold and crypto, and I know he's lying. So I said, "Fuck it, I'll just Google everything this nigga see on the spot." And I'm just gonna cut him each and every time. And I just kept doing that. He's getting annoyed. Let me call you back, yo. And I ain't speak to that nigga in like 3 weeks. Like, he ain't called me since. And I ran into him at Wawa today. And guess what? I pulled up. He's talking to 3 city workers about this shit. Same shit.
Oh my God.
Now, nigga, if you're gonna teach some financial literacy or investments, you should actually look like you're winning.
Thanks.
If you want to teach about real estate, like some shit like that, business, you should, when you teach that shit amongst black folks, you have to look like you're winning. Black folks don't want to hear that shit. Look like my man earlier, like a fucking like a bozo, like a clown. Like, dude, like, listen, at least get a button up, some slacks and some shoes, man, my boy. My man looked crazy teaching that shit, man. Like, dude, nobody black gonna fuck with you, man. You gotta fake look rich, like buy some polite sneakers and his shades and try it like that.
Man, that dude finessed his way through life. Oh my God.
Yeah, and he's actually bad at that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like everything you do is like you're a failure at. Like he's probably like I'm sure he's scamming and getting money, but he's barely afloat with his scams. So
you right, because he wouldn't still be teaching about, like, you know, I'll be up my millions and just, you know, I'm straight. Still doing the low petty crimes.
Yeah, you got B2B Savage. I said $1 million scam shit, and now he can show off 250 grand. Polite showing off 10 grand.
That he done took from somebody taking $10,000 off their credit card. Sending it to him, like, oh man.
Yeah, he got people. That guy. He said, a guy bought a house and a car who just came home for doing 25 years. I'm like, damn, polite. He going back, man. That motherfucker not even home long enough to, you know, rekindle his relationship with his kids and shit. He going right back to prison. Talking polite. Yeah. That shit crazy, man. Like, and, yo, we be trying to go in the comment section and let niggas know, but niggas they don't care. They desperate. They want to believe this millionaire story shit. This heaven dream. Like, you could just give a nigga $2,000 and now you're rich.
Man. Yeah. And they always go for it because you can only get people with that's in poverty, or like they don't have to be in poverty all the time, but just say they like trying to make the next bill or something like that.
Yeah, right. Like that
or even trying to pay off some debt. Like it.
All right. Well, God body. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go
Salute
on
to you.
Yeah. Peace. Thanks for showing out. And yeah, so actually the game gonna be on later, so we're gonna have something to talk about tomorrow.
I'm gonna come in with the face of sorrow if my Bulls don't.
Be clowning.
Oh man.
You better hope they win.
But salute to you, bro. It was a good stream. Make sure y'all hit that like button.